Professional trucker. Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThatUmbrellaGuy. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me, or I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me, or I'm a man.
So you hate Legos and thumbnails and names being used. Unless you say it's okay, then it's relevant news. You demanded coverage as a fan, but only your way. Then your panties twisted when I didn't mind what you say. Then you went online and said the unspoken part aloud about the bar and your image. Oopsie, aren't you proud? And I get we didn't love, then you're really mad. But remember, on this hat rack, I'm not your dad. I don't owe you respect or coverage or applause or shouts. And if that triggers your boss, I guess you found out. You're like a bitter ex-girlfriend that just won't take no. So listen up, baby, you can't get on my show. And defamation, please, for insulting your skills. I wouldn't let you open my kids' Happy Meals. That's right. I'm saying you don't have the skills of a grocery checker, because I respect grocery checkers. But any dog can chase an ambulance and bark at passing cars. You didn't get your way, so you thrash about like a petulant child. But again, I'm not your daddy, at least not that kind of daddy. But I kinda am your daddy, so get striking, son.
Oh man, the clips kept messing up. I was like, son of a bitch.
I saw that. I was like, what's happening? Professional.
I thought about doing this one. I thought about like throwing you out of there. I thought about playing this one because you can unmute your professional.
That would have been so funny. Oh my god. I'm working on my new trucker avatars. What do you think? Let's see. I've got one up there now. I've got another one. Let's see. I got another one here too. What do you think about? I got my new wheel today.
I saw that, man.
Should we show the chat?
Yeah,
you guys want to see?
all.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
I'll
I'll tell you what. When Tug hits like $50 in super chats, I'll turn the camera on so you can see the new wheel.
Mother trucker.
So, Brad, shout out to IT Goatee Brad, by the way, who has the patience of a saint. He sat with me on a live stream for like 2 hours, helping me set up all the buttons. I still don't know what the buttons do, but they're programmed anyway. And I did do a practice run to Vegas, and it works. And oh my god, it's so much better than the PlayStation controller. Oh, it's so great.
Yes, it's a lot better, like to sit down, and it feels better too. You know, when you sit down and they have these implements that I don't know, they look right. It kind of tricks your brain into like, hey, this is kind of cool.
I actually checked my blind spot today. I looked over my shoulder, and I was also looking for the blinkers, the blinkier things on the side, and I couldn't find it. I was like, oh shit, I did. I looked over my shoulder, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's nothing over there. Damn.
That is hilarious. I'm checking my blind spots in a game. Do you think it'll make you a better driver?
No.
No, not really.
Okay, so I almost hit a cop, Kevin. Why are you here, like reminding me of my failures? Okay,
it's one little cop. What's going on?
I killed like 2 of them last time. At least I just narrowly avoided them this time.
Hashtag progress. hashtag yikes. More like.
Speaking of hashtag yikes, David Gingras has a new blog. I know we weren't really going to talk about that, but I haven't read it yet, and I heard it's totally unhinged.
Something's playing in the background. Give me a second.
What is happening?
This is not professional.
No, what the hell?
That was one of the clips, talking about the.
Oh, that sounded like the Butter Twins.
It was that clip.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was that Shara clip.
Oh, that was something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we're gonna. Oh man, you talk about something. Woo, man, we'll get to that. That's gonna be spicy. Actually, that was interesting. Because I never thought I'd sit here and say that Shara came off as not the Jokealist. She came off as Shara. She came off as like a voice of fucking reason. And they were like, you're one tangle with me, I mess you up.
Oh, and it like the clip that I sent you, it went on after that for a lot longer. They kept on getting angrier and angrier at Shara. And look, I got to give credit where credit's due. Shara did have a very good point, I thought, which we will discuss and go over. And I'm, my opinion of Shara is kind of increasing. So
you got to show the wheel, by the way. It is at, let's see, 20,
already
40, 60, 70.
All right. I don't know if you're ready for it. Are you ready for it?
Yes. Check this out.
Trucking.
Look at that.
New Orleans. USA. Woo, woo, baby.
I've been saying every time I see her, though, I'm like, that's Megan in the corner.
But you know what the fun thing is about this? We can drink and drive. Like, I'm not going to get in trouble for that.
That's true. Maybe we'll get that. Maybe it'll make you a better driver with that. Maybe you'll get that like weird paranoia some people report when they're like that. Like, oh, I don't want to get caught. Yeah. Oh my God, I'd love to see you like sloshed, like driving that truck. It'd be amazing though. You become like one of the savants that could actually really drive the big rig, man.
What was funny is that there's a tutorial on the trucking simulator that I never even saw. I've been playing this thing without ever doing the tutorial, and Brad's like, "Let's do the tutorial," and I'm like, this would have been helpful like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, shit, I don't need a tutorial. Let's just hammer down, buddy. Hammer down. Yep. I might as well drink and drive at this point on this on the simulator, because sober me driving isn't any good either. So it couldn't get much worse.
I like the wheel though, man. That's cool.
Oh, the wheel is first of all, the way it moves is so much like a real wheel. Look how it bounces back, and like you can go all the way and then it comes back. It has improved my staying in my lane capabilities like so much. It is so much better than that stupid controller. This is garbage. Don't try to play Truck Simulator with this. This is where it's at, baby. I still don't know what all the buttons do, though. I'm still shocked
by the name Thrustmaster. Seeing it, it's like they were like, it'd be a great marketing name.
We had a great joke about this on this unboxing stream today, because there were all these terms and these tech terms that are all very, erotic sounding, like firmware, hardware, Thrustmaster. Did you download the drivers? And then Brad goes, yeah, it makes you wonder why Bill Gates named it Microsoft.
That's
I about died. I was like, you're right. He should have called it like macro hard. I don't understand why he did that with all these other like erotic names for things.
Yeah, like 10-foot thrust pipe or something. You're
Right.
.com, of course.
All right. If you guys want more of the wheel and me driving, we're doing it Sunday night. Sunday night, we're going to convoy. We're getting it set up. Bruce from Oregon is going to be with me. We're going to relive the media van drive that I took in Arizona to go pick up that media RV for Dave. And he's going to convoy with me. Tug might be there. I don't know. It depends on
it. I'm planning.
Oh, good.
Barring any craziness, again,
okay, good.
I do have kids, so that, just to
I know.
say people, but
well, I mean, and you can go in and out, you don't have to like be there the whole time.
I'm probably going to go in and out and be like, help me. I'm like Legal Vices, man. Yeah.
Poor Legal Vices and his stress levels. All right, so if you want more of the wheel and more of me trucking, you got to tune in on Sunday night. It's too bad
I can't be like a police officer and chase you while you're driving. That would be awesome.
They should have that. Yeah, you can like issue tickets from behind. The way that the cops in the game get you is they don't even pull you over. You just get a ticket.
Oh, they just automatically hit you with one.
Yeah, you just get it. It just notifies you that, you got this fine for running a red light or whatever. Today I got a total bogus fine for running a red light, and I totally didn't. I had a green arrow, and they called it a red light because I guess I was a little bit too far over in the I wasn't over in the left lane enough, so that didn't register that I was turning left, and it thought I went through straight, I guess.
They're still a little pissed about you killing off a couple of their brethren before.
Maybe. I didn't get it.
They're like, oh God, it's her again. Maybe we can ticket her out of a license. Oh my God. Yes, there's been if people have been watching the craze. So first, we had the back and forth, we'll call it the slug bout. That was interesting. Actually, that led to some pretty fascinating stuff. Now we have Shark. Can you actually pull that? I was going to pull it off my phone and mail it to myself, but it's kind of a pain in my butt. Do you have it?
Oh, I'm going to have to do the same thing because that's how I got it.
Okay.
It was on my phone. That's okay. I can email it to myself.
I didn't know if you could, easier. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. That's why my sound came on. I'm afraid to turn it back on. It'll start talking. I'm like, I don't want to hear any of that voice anymore.
I know. I'm trying to remember which one it was. There. Wait. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Do you have the screenshot of Shara's comment?
I don't have to pull it. You want to pull that up?
Yeah. Let me do that. I'm going to actually send it to Twitter. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to DM that on Twitter so you can pull that up now because it's going to take me a couple of minutes to get the other thing.
Yeah. DM it to me and I'll grab it.
I will put that in the Twitter DMs for you. Where is the Twitter? There it is. Where's the Twitter? This is such a professional show. We're ready for you. Don't worry. We're prepared. This is just,
at least we have topics. Shit.
True.
That's about as professional as I'm going to get. I don't know. I come on here like these Thursday stream. I come on here Tuesday, Thursday to goof off. If there's a topic, I consider that a plus. So.
All right. I just sent that to you. You should have it in your Twitter DMs. And then I will work on the actual clip. That's going to take a couple minutes.
Okay. I'm saving it now. Yeah. So this little war is actually kicking off. And what's fascinating about it is it was threatening. Like they were pretty nasty about it. Pointing towards Shara. They're for the lack of better, they're edging her out. You can see it. I mean, they were very clear about it. Mm-hmm. Everybody hates you. If you want to, again, I'm paraphrasing, but, you want to mess with me, boom. I was like, holy crap. So, yeah, on the stream here, I'm pulling that comment up right now. So it all kicks off with a wonderful little comment. Here we are. Yeah. And I agree with her on this stuff. She was like, why are you doing this to your buddy Slug? And right off the bat, was like, yeah, just stop it right there. Why are they going after him over and we know why that is, by the way, because he didn't walk lockstep. He not only talked about the striking portion that has been going on, but he went further and he revealed the fact that we have this lawyer that's making promises and they're running PR. Which they admitted. They were like, oh, no, he's the law and we're the PR. I was like, okay.
Yeah, very strange. It's funny how they're trying to change that narrative real quick. Like, oh, no, he's not doing the PR. We are. It's like, well, what kind of evidence or what kind of PR background do you have? Because I don't know. I wouldn't hire him to be my PR, but maybe that's just me.
Well, why is he the one reaching out to all these places and making promises to YouTubers and reaching out to media and more, if that's the case? Isn't that the job of PR?
It is, yeah.
But then knowing his health, 2 nights now. Does he have health issues? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to pry into your life either, bro. They mentioned that. And I know you said you were stepping away for stuff, but you didn't want to be connected with strikers. I get that, to be honest. I actually do get that. I don't want to be connected to people that are out there that are... It wasn't just so... There was another part in that, too, that he mentioned, and I forgot to add in. So during all the text discussion, he noted that they used his name as part of it. Where they were essentially saying, hey, look, this guy right here, he's a success story. Look at all the clicks he's getting because of this. So, yeah, I understand why he'd want to pull away from that. But then she notes, and this is something I very well agree with, I've never seen any quote unquote PR doing what you're doing now. Or doing what you're doing. I said now, but doing what you're doing. I'm confused. And that's true. I've seen PR usually tries to put the best foot forward. They don't try to intimidate and harass people out of covering.
No, God, no. That's why Amber Heard's PR guy was so bad. That Shane, what was his name? Shane Communications. I forget the guy's last name.
It started with H, like home something.
Shane
Holmberg or something.
I should remember this because he sent me a cease and desist, and it was so funny. But he was one of these super aggressive, rude people, and it backfired so hard on her because he just went after all of her critics, and he just went bananas. And that's not the way that you do PR. That's just not how it's done. What you do is you help your client either keep a low profile if that's what they need to do, or you try to get some positive articles in the news about your client, but you do not sit on a YouTube channel for 6 hours a day just attacking all their critics. That's not gonna do it. That's the worst PR move I've ever heard of.
So he says, okay, so Slug actually answered that, saying I do have health issues. When I get stressed, I throw up blood. That sounds like, get it checked out, but that sounds like an ulcer. That absolutely sounds like. Now again, I don't want to say that's that. I'm not giving you health advice, and
it's not medical advice. Go to a doctor immediately.
No. Yeah. Anything where you have blood come up, but if it's happening with stress, stomach problems, that may well be. That tells you, the added stress to it and everything, too. I mean, I see why you wanted to walk away from a subject. I mean, if it's impacting your health, I think more people need to do that, to be honest. There are a lot of people that can't handle this. But then it notes here, I'm confused. You're making 2-side lawsuit threats while rogue. Two-side
lawsuit threat. I'm not sure what that means, but I do agree with this first part that I've never seen any PR do what you're doing.
Hey, I mean,
I
have.
This
mean?
What does it
Shara.
mean?
Yeah, Shara. Here's the thing too, Shara. As much as I've joked and everything, like I said, I found certain things, and for me, I'm looking at this again, we disagree vehemently on perspectives on this. You've made fun of stuff. We've made fun of stuff. That's fine. But at the end of the day, these folks are supposed to be standing with you. And we're going to play what they had to say about you. You're going to take that
crazy.
shit.
Gonna take that laying down? This is nutty. I mean, and yeah, I agree. Shara's got every right to have her opinion and have her, everybody's got the right to have their opinion. But strange, why are they turning on each other like this? It's bizarre to me. But Shara's trying to give them good advice here. This is actually true. PR does not do this. This is not a public relations move. This is a public relations nightmare. She's trying to wake them up from the nightmare. Like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? And the response to it is epic. It's epically bad.
Oh man, it is. It is.
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I do, and I'm trying to figure out how to get it full screen. Okay, here we go. I've got it full screen now. So let me.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
Share this, and I want to do. Oh, bad news. I gotta back out of the studio and come right back. I'll be right back. Sorry. Okay. It's because I don't even want to explain it. I'll be back.
All right. She's still here. Okay, there we go. Well, we'll play that in a second. But, let me pull that back up while she's doing that. Because, again, we have the video response. They responded, and again, it was nasty. I mean, it was absolutely nasty. And we're not talking about, again, these people are supposed to at least, they're supposed to be friendly, I thought. I thought they were on the quote-unquote same side of things, All
right, I'm back.
Okay, you're back now.
Now this will work.
Okay.
I just had to switch browsers, that's all.
If you have a problem with it, again, just post it in the Twitter thing, and I'll pull it up real quick.
Right. It is a drop-off. So let's see. I just have to go full screen, and then it should work. Okay. Share. There we go. All right. You ready for this? Because this is really something. And again, this is fair use because we're going to comment on it. Just saying.
Woohoo.
Can you hear it?
Why are you doing this to your buddy Slug knowing his health's too nice now? What? You know what, Shara? What am I saying? I've never seen any PR do what you are doing. I'm confused. You're making two-side lawsuit threats about Rogue. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what, Shara? You got a lot of people that have problems with you. You definitely don't want to start with me. I can tell you that right now.
That's kind of aggressive.
That's straight up. That's a threat, dude. You don't want to start with me. You don't want a problem with me. Why? Well, we've seen what happens when you disagree with one of these folks, right? Huh.
Yeah. You cannot get off the reservation with them at all.
Yeah, I mean, again, she's talking about Slug and what they're aiming at him. Again, some of the stuff there has been just nasty. I think that's, for anybody out there, that should be fucking eye-opening too. Big time. They keep you in line.
Yeah, you're not allowed to question them. Can't ask them, why are you doing this? And we're talking about people they're working with, that they're allegedly friends with. That would be like if Larry came into our chat right now and was like, I don't know why you're talking about this. And we're like, oh yeah, you want to start with me, Larry?
Yeah.
You want to go? You want to go, brother? You want to, what? I mean, that's so weird. It's so strange. Well, and frankly, if somebody did do that to me, if it was a friend, my initial response would be to say nothing and try to work it out privately. But on a live stream, wow.
Not just that. I mean, the aggressiveness there. It tells you that. I think it tells you more than anything. I think it tells you who wants to be the top dog in this kennel.
Yeah.
Who wants to be the top wrangler on the turtle farm?
Oh yeah. I mean, they've already kicked Slug out of the group. This is like a Mean Girls lunch table. You toe the line or you're out in the cold.
Oh, and it gets nasty.
Don't want to do that. She's talking out of her ass. She has a problem with my comments last night about the town hall meeting because I said that Zim was acting professional. And I said Don did something that he didn't do. I don't know what the hell I said about Don. I don't have a problem with Don. I don't even know what she's talking about. But I can tell you right now, she seems to have a problem with me. And this is not from last night's show. I can tell you that right now. So.
Ooh, so.
I know that she's got issues with quite a few people.
It sounds like. Yeah, I mean, think about it. She's like saying, well, she's got problems with me. Quite a few people. She's saying quite a few people hate her. Like, this is saying that, like, outright. Again, you're going to take that, Shara. See, Shara, like, the bad thing about stuff like this for people like them, and they haven't seemed to learn this little fact is, I'm sure Shara knows a lot. In fact,
yeah, Shara's got DMs, she's got communications with a whole lot of people, and like, I don't have any problem with Shara. Shara, I'm not one of those people who has a problem with you. We've had our fun, we've poked each other back and forth, but I don't really have a problem with Shara. She hasn't really done anything. She hasn't really done anything to me. Anyway,
she took this stuff. You know what? Like, she took the stuff well. She threw some jabs, but I don't care. Like, ultimately,
she's here.
It entertained me. Oh.
She's here. Shara, I'm glad you're here. So this is like, I don't know. How did you take this, Shara? Like, I thought it was kind of threatening.
It's nasty, dude. I was like, damn. Again, I don't look at like side to side, but again, I mean, this kind of beefing there, you ask the question, like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, why are you turning on people? Again, why are you...
And publicly? Damn.
Yeah, and publicly putting people like Slug and, trying to keep them in line. Holy shit.
Oh, they're talking so much smack about Slug now. It's insane. So much. And you know what? Whatever. I mean... they all got into this together, and they were all, I guess this is the kind of reap what you sow sort of thing. I'm just saying the way I deal with my friends, it's not like this.
It'd be like this, not though. If you and I, like, okay, like if you and I you suddenly were like, hey, I think something else. I mean, we disagree on stuff in life, period. But if there's a case, I mean, there were plenty of people that have disagreed. Until we went to the Deb trial, for example, many people disagreed on what was going on for years until all the information came up. And then they still disagreed on how that trial would go and everything. It didn't matter. Who cared? They're allowed their opinions. And I can imagine turning on people I call it friends, or that you co-host with, even if you're just co-host. Like, I consider Megan a friend here, but if we were just co-hosting, you don't do this stuff because it's lose. But I guess losers lose. So
I think it's a big turnoff too. Like, I'm not sure how you keep I remember we were saying, like, you don't keep an audience like this. I think it was Larry Foreman who said, you might get a lot of subs initially and a lot of clicks and likes and stuff when you're doing this kind of content, this drama farming and hate stuff against one person or two people. But you're not going to keep it. Like, you can't keep it because eventually it falls apart. And we're seeing that happen before our eyes. Like, I don't know. They think that they keep saying that Jeremy and I are going to get into a huge fight. This is the new thing, that I'm going to disagree with Jeremy about something, and he is going to toss me aside and throw me away, and we will be feuding soon. I'm like, dude, you just don't know me at all. First of all, I don't get into public feuds with friends. Jeremy, I think, is a friend by now. I've talked to him enough, spent enough time with him, and I think we can say we're friends. If for some reason, and I have, by the way, I have disagreed with Jeremy on things privately. He has never turned on me. He's never been nasty about it. He's always been like, I totally get it. I understand. Like, that's it. And then that's the end of it. We still talk. It's not a problem. But the idea of that happening, Legal Vices is in the chat. Oh, fuck you, Tug. Why? I don't know. Just because, girl.
Man, you want to throw down? I'm going to tell everybody your stupid theories on that shit. No, I'm just playing.
Tug's going to get the hammer. Watch out. Watch out. Skipper, Veteran Nation, this is right too. I don't think any of this because we want to be close to Jeremy. I think we see it as the right thing. That's how I feel about it. That is how I feel about it. I have always saw it as just my opinion on what's the right side on this and what isn't.
Well, they see it from, their channel side. They're pretty much telegraphing what they do. They were trying to go from a handful of viewers to something else. Again, nothing wrong with doing that either. I'm not saying that, but I mean, at a certain point, again, you see something. I've enjoyed covering this. Actually, I hate that it goes against, somebody, but I mean, the insanity. Like, I look at it, I'm like, what's going to go on next? These people eating each other? I enjoy this part.
Somebody on YouTube on my in my comments today said, this story is better than Game of Thrones. When they said every season introduces a new crazy family.
Oh my God.
They're like, this one has more twists and turns than Game of Thrones all seasons combined. And I gotta say, I think that's why we're still tuned in. You just never know who these crazy characters are gonna be. That's why my Sims game is working out really well and is hilarious. We're having the story, you couldn't make it up if you tried, which is why it couldn't possibly be a setup.
It's so crazy. Like, sometimes it's hard for me to rationalize that it's real. That's one thing I have to remind myself all the time, because I mean, I'm like, man, poor Jeremy. I have to tell myself, because sometimes I'm like, what the fuck? Did I just see a guy drive behind a golf cart, like through a ditch, like a Mario character? It was like they were playing Mario Kart, on the road. I mean, I was like, what's going on?
I have bad news too about the golf cart. Sims does not have working vehicles. I cannot get a golf cart.
No.
I was gonna make Zipper Zim and put him in a golf cart, and there's no such thing.
That is sad.
I know.
Sad. What is this world come to when you can't get a golf cart in The Sims? I don't know.
All right, let's hear some more of this because it gets worse.
Yes. Yeah, and when we started going on, the Jeremy thing, she was being brought up as if she was part of Toulouse, and no.
Oh yeah, they kept accusing you of being her or her being you.
Yeah.
Wait, stop that. Stop that.
Wait a
She
minute.
somehow felt threatened by me.
Who did that?
No,
Who did that?
no. Shara's been around a long time. In fact, we talked
Shara's
about...
the original, man.
Yeah. I mean, I mean,
we were talking about Shara way before I even knew who these people were.
Yeah. I mean, the original emoticon dropper. Come on, man.
Shara and I, we were having fun with Shara like ages ago. I don't know. In YouTube time, I feel like I've known Shara for a decade. I feel like we just
That's true.
Two.
Yeah, see, but like, I got to see that because there's the difference in these two people as well. Like with Shara, I found a lot of, like, again, the emoticons, I found it funny. I vehemently disagreed with a lot of stuff, and I laughed at it and I mocked it. That's fine. You can do that, But them, the only reason I took notice of them is because of some of the nasty bullshit that they've done.
Yeah, I can't pinpoint anything that Shara did that was, mean-spirited, malicious. I think maybe she's misinformed on some things. I think maybe we disagree on some things. But Shara did make me laugh. I mean, she does make me laugh. And I don't have any ill will towards Shara at all.
She also, one thing she did not do, like, she didn't get her fifis hurt and up in a twist and try to take down people's channels because, oh my God, they called me the Jokealist. Oh, I'm going to destroy you. You never
right.
saw
No,
that.
she didn't. She would respond, and that's her right to do. But she never came after channels or anything like that because I think she has more sense than that.
I never got them confused because, like I say, Char's the OG on that. Like, just straight up.
Yep. It's really false to say anybody could ever confuse Shara for either of these two, the Butter Twins, the ham-fisted Butter Twins. No, no. Shara is quite a lovely woman, actually. I could never confuse her with these two.
I want to know what Shara thinks of this, though. I really do. I'm very curious about how she takes just them. Like, again, they're not disagreeing. They're like, you don't want to start with me. Everybody hates you. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, nobody hates Shara. That's not true.
Well, it's on that side. They're talking about them. Like I say, I don't.
That's what they mean. They're talking about them, that like they have a problem with her. Because I don't think it's over here. I don't think we hate Shara. Nobody here hates Shara.
No, Shara, man. Shara, again, I'm sure she has the keys to that kingdom. I'm sure she knows a lot more. That's good. Poke that bear. Poke that
Yeah.
bear. Yeah.
Shara definitely wins the hottest contest in this contest. Shara's definitely the best looking one out of the bunch.
God.
Okay. Shara says 2 lies on a shit show is what I think, and I accept her challenge. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
snap.
All right, Shara.
Throw that elbow. That's
Throw
right.
it. Throw it. I want to see body
I
slamming.
respond to it on Facebook. Like, if somebody clip it for me, I'll fucking cover it. Like I said, I'm sure. See, you never fuck with the people that know stuff though behind. And I'm sure she's had access to everything.
She has a shipload.
Oh yeah, man.
I think you do.
Again, I just I cannot believe like the middle finger that this stuff was. Again, you brought up a point. Why are you treating Slug like this? You know, he had a problem with something. He said, I'm going to note this. I'm going to walk away. Like, that's all I'm going to do. And what did they do? They tried to bury him. So he's like, okay, well, fuck it. I'm going to show what's been going on then. I've been misled. I think this is wrong. And he showed what went on. But they tried to stick the knife in him. So, yeah. And they're trying to do it to her, too.
Well, I hope that they don't succeed. Shara, I'm with you. If you, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do to
drop
respond.
those mad receipts, baby. Drop them.
Drop them.
Drop them like they're hot.
It's
Yeah. They're like,
I really don't
ooh. Okay.
Smoke it.
know why, but now she's gonna come and try and do that. Enjoy yourself, Shara, because you won't be hurt. You will not be hurt on here if that's what you're planning to do. You can go and have the fun with the other people over there.
Silence right now if that's what you want.
I do not have any issues with people in my world. Okay, well, maybe in your world. So obviously you don't live in the same world. Is that what you're saying? I'm telling you right now, she doesn't want to start with me because I will go on her.
You don't have
and there's
problems
plenty
with
of people that
people
do
who
not
are-
want me to.
What, is she the one that Jeremy was calling shit something another?
Okay, this part really is something else. They're trying to blame it on Jeremy, but they're just really trying to come up with an excuse to call her by the nickname.
They're trying to call her shit. No, they're like, shit something, you know?
Okay, Shara says that she thinks she wants to be on her shit show, and that part is funny. You think that, okay, so you're saying that they think you want to be on with them.
Yeah.
Were you? I feel like she was on at one point. Did you ever go on that show with them? I feel like you, but I haven't listened to all of them. I've only heard bits and pieces. I don't know if they ever invited you on or not, but, interesting. I don't know how anybody could sit on the show. It's 6 hours of coughing, and it's awful. It's awful. It's absolutely.
I'm gonna sit on here and smoke cigars and I cough less.
I'll tell you this: I've heard Shara's voice before, and it's melodic compared to this. I could listen to Shara all day. I cannot listen to these two for more than 2 minutes at a time, and then I got to go take a break. I have to do some yoga and recenter myself. Burn the sage. Shara, on the other hand, has this really melodic, sweet-sounding voice. She's not coughing into the microphone all the time. She's about as skilled as I am in technology, which is funny. Shara and I could probably both bother Brad all night long with our tech questions.
I'm just saying, even if, and people in the chat, they're like, well, you don't have to like anybody involved. The thing is, though, again, this culture of you will stay in your place or else, that is fucked up. That is absolutely fucked up. What's going on over there? And we've seen it. We've seen pieces of it. They one of the things that with Slug that was stated was people will think you're a traitor. A traitor. That's something else.
This is a good question Keith has. Shara, do you know who wrote the signs? That'd be pretty interesting if you did.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We know it wasn't Jeremy because that expert report, the ex-felon, it's ridiculous. That thing is just garbage. That's a paid-for report. Nobody writes signs about themselves like that.
I think we absolutely show the background to it, and actually, I think their lack of presentation, their lack of wanting to use it said more than anyone could ever say.
Oh, that's also true. Shara says, I don't think it would be wise for the team to come after me. I don't either. But it's too late for that.
They
Shara,
already did. They did it
they
live
already
in
are.
front of like what 500? How many people are there? Actually,
There were
Let me
like,
see.
I think they had at the time 500 people there, and now how many people are here tonight, Tug? Over 2,300. So now they're all hearing
Yeah,
it
they called
too.
you out. And well, actually, we had it sent all over the like I saw the screenshot and other stuff. Other people had talked about it. They were like, "Holy shit! Did you see them disrespect?" I was like, "Good lord, man!" I was kind of I wasn't surprised, but I was like, "Man, that's the beehive you're poking. That's definitely the
Yeah,
beehive."
yeah. They're out. They're after you, Shara.
Yeah,
Shark.
well, not it wasn't shit. It was shark.
Shark? Oh, okay. So she doesn't have problems with anyone except someone calling her shark, which means shit.
Yeah. So
Okay.
see now she starts shit, and now everybody's like gonna go after her and stay. So what'd you do that for? You just the detention thing. I don't know. You shouldn't have freaking even said anything.
You shouldn't have said
Some people are
anything.
just like,
Okay, so right. So you're not allowed to have your opinion in their chat. And these are, I'm assuming they've had private conversations with her. This is someone they probably know.
I'm sure they've probably pretended to be friends with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
And
the
now they're
thing,
telling her to
too.
keep her mouth shut.
Yeah.
What the Hales? What the Hales is in the chat. Jeremy
What's up,
says,
man?
it's time to come forward, Shara, with the receipts. Shara, it's never too late. Never too late.
Well, I'm just curious. Like, I don't understand like what has happened there. Again, for a while it was Lynette, John Cook, yourself. You were talking about what's going on. Again, I disagree with you vehemently. But again, you're allowed to have your opinion. You're totally allowed to have an opinion. Then you have this lawyer that pushes himself in. From what it looks like, this is the way that it looks like to me. He starts inviting these channels with promises of, oh, you can get the big hits if you get involved. Now, some people apparently, they don't like Jeremy because they want to hate him for past or whatever, man. It's some perceived slight in the backdrop. Who the fuck knows? But it sounds like they want revenge. It's nasty. The nastiest reason. So it looks like they were recruited into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she, the dynamic has changed there is what I'm saying. And it looks like some people are seeing there's a problem there. You had Slug point out there's a problem. You're seeing a problem. And yeah, it's like you're being told, step back in the line, fucko.
Shara says, apparently I'm passing goods to Jeremy. So is that what they're asking me to do? Well, if they think you're doing it anyway, what?
Yeah, they're accusing you of it, like publicly.
What do you have to lose? Yeah. What do you have to lose?
Shit.
Oh, and by the way, you wouldn't be the only one passing stuff to Jeremy, because from what I understand, they might be passing stuff to him too. So I don't know. There's been some. Apparently, they may have, and at least this is what I'm hearing, they may have been sending stuff about Slug, clips and stuff, to Jeremy. But I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's actually, I heard that was a plan anyway. I don't know if that's.
I don't know if they did it or if they were just talking about it.
They were threatening for sure. They were, there were threats and there was talk about how they were going to prove that the things that that were said there. Oh, let's help you ruin this guy again. You disagree, you step out of line. They want to ruin.
Yeah, that's garbage. That's garbage. Jeremy says, might as well prove him right.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Might as well prove him right. Look, right is right and wrong is wrong. And nobody needs, people shouldn't be going after people like this, Yeah, and if they are sending stuff to Jeremy about Slug, are they heavily edited clips? Like, did they edit out their part in it? I wonder.
I imagine so. I imagine if you went through like some of their live streams with a fine tooth comb, good lord.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Woo, man. being like a minefield.
Slug says, if need be, I'm willing to testify against Tulise and Dave at this point. Tulise and Dave are awful people. Well,
Yeah.
lay down with fleas. You're going to wake up with
Lie
itchy
down.
spots.
Yeah. And with fleas somehow contract lice, Lord.
Oh, God. Should we continue?
Yes. So yeah.
Dave, don't look at the wall.
You know, I'm not. This is like ridiculous. The way these people just have issues. It's like, you know what? I said last night that the town hall meeting was the first one I actually watched, except for seeing little tidbits of like Jeremy's thing and that, you know. And all I said was Zim seemed like to be professional until Don wanted to talk about something. That I had a problem with. How did I say Don did something he did not do?
What?
So she's like, she totally was wrong on that. And I said, you need to get.
Wait,
By the way, if
so
you're wondering why she's talking so fast, I always speed them up because I cannot stand to listen at normal speed. So when I was recording, it was at the speed that I was listening.
God, that reminds me of my daughter. Like, she's 5, so we have a Pac-Man game, and she likes to speed Pac-Man up to 10 and laugh about it. She you can control Pac-Man at he's usually at like a level 3 on speed when you play it. She turns him up to level 10, and you can't turn corners. That's what it reminds me of. She's like, I gotta do it just cause.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. I had to speed it up, you guys. I can't listen to it at normal speed. I just can't.
Isn't that a fascinating disclosure, though? I mean, they built a channel talking about everything that's going on there, and yet they've not watched the anything except through Jeremy's channel. So is basically I realize they're telling us their PR, number one. They've stated that publicly. They are PR. So is it anything that Jeremy says? It's the opposite? Is that the approach?
From what I've understood, when I listen to them and what they're saying, they do a lot of trying to qualify their statements, and yet they're making factual statements, saying that Jeremy did this. Well, that's what I heard. I heard that Jeremy did that. Jeremy did this. Jeremy did that. That's what I heard. That doesn't really protect you if the thing you heard was defamatory,
If you're making factual statements, and again, there's a line. Like, again, if you're calling somebody, like I said, if I'm calling you an idiot or an ambulance chaser or whatever, versus, if I'm calling you a PDF file, there's a big difference. Much big difference.
Yeah, Rogue Mama has a good point here. She says, Shar, they reached very strongly to you. It sounds like they are afraid of you. That's what it sounds like to me, too.
I think they're afraid of like the fact that if they don't discredit and destroy you, like I said, I wonder what you have on these people.
It must be something. It must be something. Shar says maybe they know what I'm holding. I wouldn't doubt it, because it's really strange for them to have taken this super aggressive stance towards you publicly. They knew that we would hear this. They knew we would see it. So what are they worried about?
I actually think they hoped that the rest of us would be like, yeah, fuck her,
Right.
And basically
probably
dish on her. Because when we looked at it, at first I thought, oh my God, when I heard about it, I hadn't seen anything yet. I was like, man, it sounds like people are eating each other. And then I saw what it came from. I was like, that's not bad. That's just you saying, hey, what the heck are you doing here? And then I heard the response. Like, yeah, that's not two people eating one another. That's one person being like, yo, why don't you walk a better line?
Yeah, Shara was pointing out something really worthwhile. Like, PR doesn't behave this way. Why are you doing this? That's a good point. That's a good point, Shara. It's a good point. So the fact that they responded in this unhinged way and just like attacked aggressively is really, it's weird. I really respect loyalty and friendship, and people who support one another. I respect that, whether they agree with me on stuff or not. These people are so disloyal. Oh God, they will turn on you in a heartbeat. Can you see it? Can you
Not
see
just
it?
that, they start taking aim at these people's lives. I mean, again, Slug is the perfect example. Look at what's going on with him. I mean, they're tearing his life apart, making claims about. I mean, it's fucked up. Like, I can't
I-
imagine doing that. I don't
I
do that to
agree.
people I don't like. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I agree with Shara. The wrong PR sinks the ship every time. I agree. It's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, we saw it
Lynette
again.
has not had any good PR at all through this, and if she were to hire good PR, I would have to imagine that their advice would be for her to keep her head down and get through this trial. Like, don't do anything. Do nothing. Don't talk about any of this. Just keep your head down and we'll try to win or settle. But
Actually, Shar, I'm curious. You can answer this. How the heck did they become PR then?
yeah,
Again,
question.
Bruce comes on, and then suddenly these folks are her PR. I mean, it seems like they I don't see them just hey, I'm going to pick these people out and they're going to be my PR. That sounds like something that was put together. That's the way I mean, and everything I've read, that it seems like it all comes from one place. So.
All right.
I'm here perfectly fine. I'm like, oh, whatever, here we go. She's had an issue with me from day one of me helping Michelle. And that's all I'm going to say. So don't come on here.
Okay, what was the issue? What is it? What was your concern? I bet I could guess. Maybe that their approach is so caustic and aggressive that you were concerned that they would turn people against them as well. That would be my concern, that people would listen to it and think these are not the kind of people I would want to back. I don't know. Am I close?
I'm curious now.
I know. I'm really curious.
Regardless, they've painted you as the bad guy. You were always on the outside. That's what they're saying. You're always on the outside there, Shari. You're never part of this. We've always had a problem with me since day one. We're the top dogs.
Shara says they lost me entirely as of last night. Well, I would hope so, because they went. The clip that I have here isn't even close to how long this went on.
There's a lot.
There's a lot more.
You were there.
Yeah, I quit recording it because I was just like, oh, who needs to listen to this over and over again? But I mean, after that, if you feel like they're winding down and then they wind right back up again and go after her again. And it was really uncalled for. I mean, look, we've teased Shara and everything, but this was uncalled for. She was making a good point.
We credit her. Hey, she showed concern. Like, again, the dog thing.
Yeah, the
kids.
kid thing. I mean,
we
we gave her credit for that too, because she was absolutely seeing something she thought was a problem, and she said something, and I respect that too.
Yeah, she denoted it publicly. So like I said, I don't know the problem there, but yeah, I mean, they called you out publicly. They're like, the fuck you say? They think you'll just button your trap and get in line. So thousands and thousands of people saw it too. Giant middle finger.
I can't imagine doing that, by the way, like to one of my colleagues, being like, why don't you shut your damn mouth? Can you imagine me telling Jeff, just shut up, Jeff? Like, can you imagine? No, that would be so ridiculous. We don't act like that. Like, if you have something to say, Tug, I want to hear it, even if I don't agree
Jeff
with it.
Jeff says it to me all the time.
Well, Jeff does tell me to be quiet and move on. It's true. But then again, I never stop talking, so sometimes I need someone to tell me.
Like, redirect is not somebody being like,
right,
terrible. I have to be redirected. Like, both of us together put on a show because we can't stay on topic.
We go down weird rabbit holes, and whatever. But I mean, I just can't imagine talking to one of my colleagues, someone I consider, on my level, somebody that I've worked with, that I've talked to, that I've been on a show with. I can't imagine speaking to them like this. Yeah, what the Hale says, are the leeches that smell like cod trying to control people?
That's what it sounds like.
It does. Isn't that what they're always claiming Jeremy does? And by the way, Jeremy doesn't control any of us. Like, Jeremy, we're separate individuals. Like, we laugh about it all the time. Like, oh, Puppet Master, tell me what to do next.
Yeah.
He's never told me what to do. We don't tell each other.
And I don't think any of them believe that. I think a lot of times they reflect exactly what they're doing. They say, "Oh, these people are doing that." Yeah,
that's interesting, because we don't have enough time in our day, Tug, do we, to either control people or or be controlled. Like, we're both living our lives. We're all living our lives out here. We've got kids, we've got school, we've got activities to go to. There is no time for anyone to be controlling my life except me or my thoughts or anything else, including Tug. As much as I love Tug, he can't control me. Nobody can control me.
Can't keep you on topic. What the fuck, man?
I can't even keep you on topic. He did get me into trucking simulating, though. That's true. That's his fault.
I knew that would be good. I knew that would be gold.
That's your fault. And you still haven't even been on with me.
I know. It's a shame. It's a shame. I was like, oh. And then we were talking about it. I was like, we were talking about that one day. I was like, there's a Sims game. Like, that's where that came up to.
Oh, it's crazy. I know. I'm totally out of control. No one can control me. That is so true. It would be just a joke. Anyone who knows me, if you said to them, control her, my husband dies laughing when he hears people say, that phrase, control your wife. He's like, you haven't met my wife.
I have no idea.
And try to start shit here because you're not going to like it. There you go.
Wait, let's back up a little bit. What's she say?
She's had an issue with me from day one of me helping Michelle. And that's all I'm going to say. So don't come on here and try to start shit here because you're not going to like it.
That's a
threat. Did you think that she was trying to start something? Like, I didn't. I thought she was asking a legitimate question. One, why are you treating your friend, a guy you said was your friend, who was on with you all the time, why are you treating him this way if he's having these, medical problems? And then also, I've never heard of PR doing this. I don't think she was trying to start anything. She's just asking a question.
Yeah, because, again, a lot of people, I don't know if they realize, like, how bad this stuff is when they've they haven't just gone out and denounced Slug Entertainment. Like, they've gone out again. They have said all kinds of horrible shit. They've talked about stuff in his personal life. They have, again, they're hoping that he gets sued. They're talking about it. They're talking about, again, I don't know if that's happened or not, but they're like, clips together. Like, we'll show proof that'll get you sued. Yeah. They're hoping to destroy him. Again, all because
this is interesting. So Slug just says, I'm still pissed off with Dave, Two Lees, and Bruce now all claiming I'm this evil person when they were praising me as a pit bull, saying I was the right guy to cover this and never condemning. So that's funny because that kind of sounds like a setup. Doesn't it now? Doesn't it sound like they may have set him up to take the fall for the stuff they wanted said but didn't want to say?
Yeah, it does. And they wanted his voice, but they didn't want him to ever think about what he was saying. Yeah, because at the end of the day, when you're talking about it, it got real. It got very real when people were talking about, again, I've talked about vexatious litigation. We've talked about, like, Bruce thumbnail bullshit. We've talked about other things, but you see this stuff that's been pointed toward Jeremy Hales, like life ruinous kind of shit that has been pointed at him, and they want people to repeat it. It seems like so. I just when you do that, you open yourself up for litigation. So
that's interesting. I wonder if. I think I'll say that off the air. Never mind. I just had a thought, but I'm not sure it's something I want to say right now.
Yeah, you want to flesh that
I'm
idea
gonna make
out a
myself. I'm gonna make myself a little note because there's something there about setting somebody up to say things you didn't want to say. Interesting. All right, let's see if we're at the end here.
Hey, MLS. How you doing?
I think that's it there. Yeah, that's it.
Fascinating stuff. Anybody that doesn't walk, I'm curious who they'll turn on next. And I'm curious, first of all, I'm curious, like, what they're going to do next as far as Shar is concerned. Because if the track record says anything, it's going to get a lot worse. They're going to aim a lot more there. That's nasty.
Yeah, I guess somebody was telling me that, and I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't seen what's set up on their stream or whatever, but that they might be streaming about Shara tonight.
Oh man, really? Holy crap!
Well, that's what somebody said. Let me go check. Let me see if that's what they have set up for tonight. It's really unfortunate. I think I really appreciate loyalty, and I don't see a whole lot of that here. And turning on your friends is really pretty crappy.
Yeah, but they got to be your friends at the first. You have to, you have to respect people, and you have to be in it for the right reasons too. I mean, that's another thing. Because there's a lot of people I might not call friends, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to publicly bout with them because, we just
right.
We walk away.
Yeah, you just walk away. You don't talk about it. You don't make a big deal out of it. You don't make drama out of it. I respect people I know and have sat down with or talked to. If I'm not their biggest fan, I just respect them enough to not do that. You know what I mean? You don't need to air out all your differences and all your shit online. Like, nobody needs to do that.
I think a component of that, though, is fear. Again, discredit Shar before she speaks. Because
they're worried about it. I'm looking at the channel, and I would like them to stop stealing my titles. Well, why do they keep stealing my titles?
Why are they calling you Megalodonus, man?
Why are they calling me Foxnot? I don't know what that means.
Foxnot? That's your real name. What's up?
I don't know. Can they stop ripping off everything I do? That would be helpful. Slugfest was my title. I thought it was really funny. And now they're using it. Why are they doing that? Anyway, they don't have anything set up. I don't see anything set up. So maybe that's just somebody who heard something. I don't know.
Maybe something was said during the live. I have no idea. I don't know. That's all guesswork.
Shara says they should have held it, as I have far too long. Well, Shara, you've got my email address, I think, probably. I think you've sent me emails before. You're welcome to reach out to me. If you have anything you want to share, if you have anything you want me to see, let me know. I'm happy to do it.
Post some more funny Facebook stuff.
Post stuff on Facebook.
Shit,
Yeah.
I'd like to laugh with, again, like I think it made good everybody thought it was funny. Again, people disagree vehemently with stuff, but it was still funny. You'd be like oh my God, I've never seen someone type with so many emoticons. And leaned into, I feel like she leaned into it after I started talking.
She did.
About it.
She did. She did good. She did good. She got into the joke. I think that's what you got to do.
Yeah, that's what we were saying with, like, if Lynette were to drop all this, right? Figure out somehow in some world where, the real world damaging and destruction would go away. Again, you can not like a person. You can damn that Carol Baskin kind of stuff, But yeah, if she were to lean in, man, she'd have a gold mine there.
Oh, absolutely. And it's the same thing. When your 15 minutes of fame hits, you got to lean into it because it doesn't stick around for very long. I mean, Lynette's got a huge future ahead of her. If she would just lean into it, she could become the turtle queen of Levy County. And it would be every bit as hilarious as the Tiger King. Every bit as hilarious.
I'm telling you, every time I think of it, I think Otter Creek Elvis is $1 million freaking idea. She
could turn that place into a little visitation zoo. It would charge admission. People would go there just to hear her scream about nails and broken glass. She could really play it up. She could sell T-shirts. I survived Turtle Purgatory. Man, I'd name the place Turtle Purgatory. I would name it Turtle Purgatory. You bring your old crusty turtles here to die. We'll take care of them.
Your old crusty turtles.
Yeah.
I would use that descriptor too.
Yeah, bring us your old and you're tired and you're crusty. Put up like a Statue of Liberty, but it's a tortoise holding a torch. And there's a poem carved on it. Bring us your old and your moldy and your crusted turtles. Yearning to breathe free.
Maybe she could get you to build a Lego statue like that. Man, oh my God! In this story though, you're the French, so that's awesome. There you go.
Oh yes, she could call it the Little Blue Bucket Chapel.
No, I mean they could have it like visit the restroom. You go in, there's like a building with little blue buckets. Oh my God, you
Oh,
have
it's
so much.
so good. It would be
Yeah.
so great. She could make
Oh,
tons of. She could actually have what she always wanted, which was, fame and fortune and everything.
well, instead of reaching for the dollar that I think she's getting some terrible legal advice with, because even if she wants to buy into the fact that she somehow can win, there's a big chance that you don't. And right there, you risk everything. You risk absolutely everything. You could be independently wealthy instead of having all these hangers on. But
Yep. Yep. Yep.
what do I know, though? What do I know? I'm just a guy who sits on YouTube, right?
You're just a guy who sits on YouTube with quite a few followers. I think you know what you're doing more than
Yeah, I'm
most.
just a guy that's a successful comic creator. I mean, yeah, we've had 3 successful campaigns so far. I'm a successful merchandiser. And you know what? I don't even use my own fucking face. I use. I mean,
You have
come
the
on.
face of an umbrella, and
Yeah.
you've managed to make a success. She can certainly do it with that face. People have grown to love that face.
Oh,
That
God, the memes.
laugh.
The
Oh
memes.
yes.
You are not a nice person.
Can you imagine? They could sell little dolls of Lynette that you shake, you turn upside
They could be
down,
little
and they
people
say
in the
that.
wall. They could sell little dolls of them.
You pull the string on the back, and it says,
My child just fell down.
They
I have
stink.
anxiety over the roof.
Oh, my God.
"John, get away from the window!" The merch, just the merch alone, she could make bank.
Hell yeah, we could have
Bobbleheads. They could have bobbleheads of John with the bandage wrapped up to his crotch.
Yeah, it could, you could have like one of those little moving arms that could offer me like Percocet and fucking.
They could do relay races where you have to get one leg wrapped up to the crotch in a bandage and you have to try to hop a fence. That would be the hop the fucking fence with the bandage up to the.
They could have a little place you could stay out there, like a shed, and you could actually cosplay as crackheads and try to steal one of the turtles.
It could be like immersion, like an escape room. Like
That'd be so awesome. I'd be like, oh shit, I only got out of here with the turtle milker. I failed.
oh man,
And all I got, yeah, all I got from this was fucking tetanus. What's going on? Oh my
oh
God.
man, she could have it all, and she just won't lean in.
I mean, seriously, look, can you imagine, like imagine merchandise like this? Just sit back, imagine something like that.
Yes.
You got pictures there. People could have shirts, be like, I visited Otter Creek, and all I got was assaulted. I mean, it'd be awesome.
Oh, and the way to get out of
But
the escape
kids.
room, at the very last challenge, you have to avoid John with the gun. And the good news is, he doesn't have good eyesight, so he's more than likely not going to see you. So, but he's going to be waving it all around. You have to get past
Oh my
John with
God.
the gun.
To get to the point. There could be like an animatronic one of each one, like waving their fists at you, reaching in their pockets. Oh my God, John's reaching his pocket allegedly.
Or you could line up 5 Johns. 5 of them, right? They're all dressed the same, and each one has their hand in the pocket, and you have to pick in order to get out, you have to pick the one that does not have a gun.
No, you have to go on the property and search it and see if you could find the concealed
Find the
weapon.
gun. Find the hidden guns. If you find all the guns,
Oh my God,
you
that could be
win.
like those murder mysteries, like Clue. Oh man.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, there's so much. I mean, oh God. We're talking about an empire. We just built Duck Dynasty here.
I know. Turtle Dynasty.
Mm,
Oh
my
God, it would be
God.
so good.
That'd be amazing. Okay, we have one other. I was going to review some of the federal thing, but I think I'm going to say because I want to start that, but that's a long document. That initial filing because again
Which one?
with everything.
The original
The
one?
very the one you went over that has all the
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
very explicit claims and stuff. I think I'll say that, but I do want to talk about this other thing. Again, the attack on a channel last night.
Oh yeah.
I think that's actually a very important one. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull up I gotta close out that awesome picture. I've got to I've got to pull this.
Oh
one
my
up
God,
again.
the chat. Instead of Comic-Con, TurtleCon. She
see,
could
that would
have
be amazing.
TurtleCon.
They could
Oh
have
my
it. Look, we could drive around. And fucking buggy.
She could have a bunch of golf carts out there, and you could choose your own defamatory sign and go plant it somewhere. Drive around in the golf cart, and somebody drives behind you trying to pick them all up.
I love this shirt. I'm making this a T-shirt and a mug. This is for sure. You know,
I gotta have one of those.
I'm telling you, 19 freaking 80s. We got the Miami Vice theme going on. Man, Dead Punk, by the way, I want to give him extreme props with this because this is beautiful. So many of those. I mean, the other one was his too. He does so much great stuff.
It's so good.
Oh, look at that, though. It was like, we talked about it for a minute because I was like, hey, I'd like to see a picture, man. You know? He was like, yeah, sure. Like, well, I was like, oh, man. And we were talking, and it's like, it was like, you know, y'all could be like we were talking about that one night, like Crockett and Tubbs. And he's like, yeah, that would be great. So there we are.
I love that you're whacking things with a tennis racket. Like golf cart polo. It's
running
funny.
around the freaking Otter Creek trailer park, running over. The only thing this is missing is, you know, I didn't think about this when we discussed it. It should have been a view through a police car. You know, you should have seen.
Through a Levy County sheriff car.
Yeah, that would have been perfect.
Oh
you
my
know?
God.
Oh God, there's so much.
Lisa Hines says, Shari, isn't it nicer over here? We're having a lot more fun. I don't know. It's true. It's very true. But seriously, Shara, I mean it. Like, no hard feelings. If you have stuff you want to share, I'm happy to see it. Or just post it on Facebook. We'll cover it.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Yeah, for sure. Okay, here we go. So here's the other thing. I thought this was interesting. This came up in the chat yesterday too. Now you notice here. Now I found this interesting. So apparently, and you talked to Veteran Nation earlier. So
I
did I
did.
lose you? Okay. All right.
No, I'm here. I did talk to him. I talked to Mike. He came on my unboxing stream earlier because I just heard the news that his channel got another hit, and I thought they meant it was a strike.
Well, they tried to strike him, is what happened. Okay, because that was the intent. Because they're telling you, please report the channel here. They're 100% doing it. So when you got a channel hit, I put it in as a strike. So it was an attempted strike. Now they did. Oh, go ahead. You can.
They managed to get him at the video age restricted, but not a strike.
But they tried, and this isn't the first time they've gone after his streams either. They talk about it. It's not just that. Ever since now, I don't know about before. I don't know how he was discussed before before Bruce went on there that day, but after that, if you notice, when Bruce is talking about stuff, he brings him up a lot in messages. They bring him up a lot in live streams. They've gone after him. They've said some pretty fucking horrific things about Veteran Nation, too.
Oh, yeah, they really hate him. They really hate him.
So, apparently,
and I really can't figure out why. I don't know if it was because of the CPS call, but I mean, even if you think that wasn't the right thing to do, and I personally don't think calling CPS when you're not, there witnessing it firsthand is probably not a great idea because we've talked about it before. They think it's a YouTube drama. They're not going to take it seriously. So I disagreed with him calling CPS, but I understood why he wanted to do it, and I understood why he did it, and I believe 100% it was in good faith. He saw something, he decided to say something. I think
he had an emotional reaction. A lot of people have. And again, I want to give my disclaimer because I feel like I have to every time with a litigious asshole out there. Do not contact anyone. I'm not telling you to do that. Megan's not telling you. No one attached to any of our channels at all is telling you to contact anyone. In fact, we are telling you the opposite.
Yeah,
Never
don't.
contact
Never.
any of these people. No
Yeah,
contact.
don't. And as
Okay.
we can see, as we've heard, inside information from, through Patty's testimony of what happened at the prosecutor's office, it's backfiring. Any of these calls are making the prosecutor believe that this is all some kind of online drama setup. So it's not helpful. But I don't blame him for doing what he did, because I think he had a good faith basis. And they really hate him for that, though.
So he brought up some mug shots, weren't they? That was the thing that he brought up in this. Again, I'm not going to bring up anything with anybody.
Yeah,
but
I guess Super Dave had a little run-in with those super cops. I don't know. And they, at some point, and I think the charges were dropped. So it's not a big deal, or it doesn't sound like a big deal. I haven't investigated it, and I'm not going to. Guess what? I don't care. I don't care. But I will say this. If you got yourself arrested somehow, even if it was a false arrest, let's say, and they take a mugshot, that mugshot becomes public record. So there's nothing wrong with posting somebody's mugshot.
But what he's saying here, I saw another part of this too. So he's telling people to report because of that, because it has his full name on it. And it's not public record. Well, that's fascinating. Like, who am I online again? I'm that umbrella guy. In fact, the only reason my name is out there, it was never public record. It was found by doxxers. That's where my information came up.
Yep.
And these fuckers like to call me by my name. They like to talk about my wife. They talked about kids. All this other bullshit. They've gone through that.
I got an email telling me that, and again, like I said, I haven't listened to every stream, so I don't know, but telling me that they were talking about using your photo that was used by doxxers and putting your photo up now. They want to put your photo
I'm
up.
scared of all that stuff. Like,
I know.
Oh my God. Like the reason I don't have my face online, like this is something people can't get, is because I want you to hear what I say. I don't want you to focus on that. I think there's a problem with social media, period. And I don't mean that there's a lot of people that go on and just talk. That's the way they do. But I thought about this, and I think there's a vanity component that we see. TikTok is the most extreme example of this. You just have people out there, they dance or whatever. They are the content. That's it. Like for me, I want people to hear what I'm saying. That's it. I could be anybody. It doesn't matter who I am in this. And if you disagree with what I'm saying, that's fine. It's all about what I'm noting there. But
if I could go back and do it all over again, I never would have used my face. I would have done the exact same thing. I agree with you there 100%. Also, it gets exhausting, by the way, because I don't always want to be on camera. And then when you're on camera all the time and then you turn the camera off. This is why I love Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I feel totally justified in having the camera off, because Tug never has it on. And it's weird to just be sitting here talking to myself, like talking into the camera at someone who doesn't have a camera on.
There's only a few people. I ran into Yelp. So I went to a convention, Bubba Fest of all things. It was a Tennessee convention. Vic Mignogna was there. So I ran into Yellow Flash, Ricada Long. We went out. We goofed off. Those two, because we ran into that, they saw me and hung out. But besides that, like, nobody. Never do that.
Was that weird? Was that weird for anybody? Did they keep giving you the side eye? Like, now I'm trying to put the face with the voice. Like, the voice is so epic, and everyone, I'd recognize your voice anywhere, but I wouldn't recognize your face. And I think that would be a bizarre experience to be sitting across the table from you.
Well, it is for other people, like Yellow Flash. I'd never seen him either. He doesn't use his face, at all either. He's just an icon too. Yeah, right. So to run into people, and you always have a mental image, and it's always wrong. It's always wrong. So, it was just bizarre to have, you have this disconnected voice, and they suddenly become a person. Yeah. It was weird being at conventions, actually, running around with the mask. That whole anime Matsuri thing. You know, there's plenty of. Actually, we did a panel that year, so there's a panel. I've got a mask on. Actually, I wore a hockey mask. So
I just imagine that it's kind of funny to see the face of somebody whose voice you know really well, but to see their face for the first time, that's got to be kind of strange.
yeah, it's a bizarre experience to be honest.
Did Yellow Flash look anything the way you pictured him?
No, I don't know. It's strange. Like, I don't know what you picture people as, to be honest. Like, they almost become a hybrid of a human being and a cartoon character. You know,
I just picture you like a cartoon character.
yeah,
But-
you know, you're just like not a real person in a way. You
Right.
are, but you're not, and that's the way I expected. And he was not like that. He was a real person, weirdly. But yeah, I thought this was interesting because, like I said, like these folks, they haven't minded calling me by my name at all. They haven't minded like going into many other people's lives, going through information and more. That's not been an issue
guarantee
whatsoever.
you, Tug, I guarantee you, if I had an arrest somewhere or you had an arrest somewhere, they would have already put our mugshots up all over the place.
Oh yeah,
The
100%.
idea that they are acting incensed that Veterans Nation put up a legit mugshot by one of these guys, by Super Dave, it's stupid. They know damn well they would do it in a heartbeat on any. If Jeremy had a mugshot, would they not use it on every thumbnail they have?
Dude, we know the name of his kid, and we know details of his past that we should have never known, ever.
Yep.
And they not only didn't have.
They tried to
problems with
contact his
FFR.
ex-wife. They've tried to get his ex-wife to talk to them about they want all the juicy details of his marriage and it's
Again,
not
somebody
good.
after all that shit, I don't know who. I don't know because I'm not privy to that information, but I know for a fact that somebody reached out to my wife after I talked about it, or after that came up. I'm not sure if it's right after I talked. I think it was before that. Like they were pressing for information just to see. But it may have been after that. It may have been more than one time. But there was actually contact there, trying to see if they could find out information about me so they could use something as a weapon going into my real life. And what that would have been is taking aim at my kids. That would have been what was there. 100%. That's the only fucking play that would have been.
And it's weird because we're not going after kids. They can complain and say, "Oh, she's going after HG." What? When did I ever go after that child? When have I said anything other than I think she's not in a great place? I hope she gets some help, and I hope they do an actual investigation.
I took Lynette at her
That's not
word.
going after a kid.
So here's the thing I don't get in this. Am I supposed to take Lynette at her word, or am I not supposed
Right.
to? Because I took her at her word and I noted that there were red flags there. Again, she said one of the people on that property has been abusive, said all of these things about them, and I was like, okay, here's a legitimate red flag. Now, again, I think environmentally, I think there are red flags too, and I've talked about all of that. And that's going after?
Yeah, I don't understand that. All we did was take Lynette's own words about the property being dangerous, a former garbage dump, etc. Are we not supposed to believe her? That there's nails and snakes?
Well, and the whole thing with John Cook. Okay, so they're telling me not to believe that about John Cook. Because here's the interesting quandary in that. If I don't believe that about John Cook, then do I not believe that about everyone else? Because you're saying not only are they a liar, but you're saying that they lie about that specific type of claim. That's where. So either I take it and I take it just like I did. I feel like I said, yes, that is a red flag there, a giant one. When somebody's telling you that someone's dangerous, they've been allowed access. I mean, some of the statements again were troubling, very troubling. But like I said, if I don't take those at face value, then that undermines quite a bit, doesn't it? So that's a real quandary there.
Yeah, it is. I don't really understand. I guess we're just not allowed to have a negative opinion of how this child is being raised. You know, doesn't seem like a great safe place to me.
They call Veteranation every time they talk about him behind the scenes and stuff. Though they always talk about him by his name, like again, I'm not saying he doesn't use his name or anything, but they don't refer to him as a channel. They referred to him as a specific individual. They talk about him, in that one email that we saw from Slugs. They were talking about, he by his name, he's out there gloating, not Veteranation, no. And they've attached a lot of baggage to that name. They've tried to, anyway. I'm not saying they have successfully, but there are people, they have a large enough audience of people that just want to drink this chaos and crazy in that I'm sure some of them very much believe the worst. And that gets into the lines of being dangerous.
Yes, it does.
But they've gone after Veteranation channel before, too. Again, people should not forget that after sitting down with Bruce, we found out quite a bit about tactics. Now, we knew this stuff was going to happen. We did. Like, I think everybody knew that the way that went, there would be threats of litigation, or there would be channel attacks. Somehow they would go after him, after his channel and everything else. But the way we found out about it, it was so messed up because behind the scenes, Bruce was going after, and we have admissions of that, actually. Let me pull up that admission too. Give me a minute. I'll pull that up. Give me a second. I have to find it real quick. That last email we got from Bruce, like he tries to minimize what he was doing, but at the same time, he told you. There they are. I was like, what did I call those? Oh, yeah, I called them BM letters. It sounds like bowel movement.
Hangry's going to bed right now. He wants to say goodnight to the chat. Good night.
Good night.
Sleep tight. Good night, honey. Good night. Are you laughing at my icon? You like the fox? I really like it. The fox driving the semi? Yeah.
Don't have dreams of Megan driving.
It's not on right now. Go to bed. I love you. Is your sister tucking you in? What? Okay. Close my door, honey. Close the door, please. Thank you.
Yeah, here we are. I found it. 1 second, and bam. So in that letter, there's that one, it's so well, it stuck out to me. Nor am I, quote unquote, trying to have YouTube channels shut down. Writing one letter reporting Veteranation's PR stunt and asking that they shut his channel down for it is hardly, quote unquote, trying to get him shut down.
God. I love that. I love that sentence. I am not trying to get anyone shut down. All I did was write one letter trying to get him shut down. What?
Yeah,
right.
I mean, he even used the words. Like,
I know.
That was the amazing part. He wasn't like, I just wrote a letter, reporting back. No, he said, I just wrote one, trying to shut him down.
I don't think that he edits his work. I think this is what you would catch if you read it again a second time. But I think he just fires stuff off and doesn't do a second read through.
It just, people have to understand, after that, again, I don't know what happened before that. I don't know what was aimed at Veteranation before that, but I've seen what's been aimed at Veteranation, either publicly. The public stuff has been nasty, but privately, again, there was a letter that was written, again, YouTube legal. They didn't go after trying to strike him, saying he was a harasser or bully. They did that. You very well know they did that. I mean, 100% after we've seen it. But they went to legal, and they tried to pull his entire channel out from under him on a stream he allowed Bruce on. So they went after, and again, like you said, if they found a mugshot of me, like I'd be out there front and center on every freaking stream. That's another thing too. So they're telling me it's okay to strike channels when they bring up certain things, because I can think of a couple of channels that delved into my personal business. Are they telling me that I should strike that? Is that what the call is? Is that the message I should take from this?
I don't know. I can't figure it out. I don't know what he's trying to do.
When I saw,
but I think he's in over his head.
Well, when I saw the call there again, I thought there's so many layers to going after Veteran Nation. You know, for the again, as they said, please report if you guys don't mind. My full name is not public record. If it's on a mugshot, it actually is public
yeah, it is.
record.
It is.
Right?
That's the definition of a public record. Unfortunately for him.
I look at some of the other comments too, the stuff going after like slugs and everyone else. I mean, again, anyway, I wanted to cover that though, because they hit his live stream. They managed to age restrict it, but they tried to hit his channel. They tried to take something down. And I'm sure that this goes on quite a bit. I'm sure that there's a lot of reporting. I mean, we saw Megan here, you know. We were also told, I forgot about that too. I should have put that in. Megan, I was told that you should be thankful.
Yeah.
Thankful.
Yeah, I'm supposed to thank Bruce, I guess, for lifting his copyright strike against my channel. His illegitimate copyright strike. I'm supposed to thank him for that. You know, this is like telling somebody after they got pickpocketed and then the pickpocket gets caught and they hand the wallet back. You should say thank you to him. Why didn't you thank him? Well, I don't know. Maybe because he robbed me and he would have gotten away with it if he hadn't gotten caught. How about that? I'm not thanking a guy who stuck his hand in my pocket. No, thank you. Not to mention that he has been stalking and harassing me through email, through showing up in my chat, threatening me with lawsuits. I don't owe him anything. I just want him to leave me alone. Oh, that reminds me, though. I did get around the... of course, I don't want to do it on your channel. I should send it to you. But I made myself a new clip.
Play it.
You know,
if
you want to play it?
No, play it on Tuesday. We'll
okay.
Play it on Tuesday. That'll be a fun little dilly to go over for
it is funny.
Yeah.
It is funny.
I think that'll be a lot of fun there. Like tonight again. I put this in the title, but I'm not going to review this tonight. But I do want to show that I did have this pulled up as the topic and everything else, because I did mention it. I wanted to go over that initial filing again. Megan went over it. It's crazy. Like, a lot of people don't understand what this case, and myself included at first. I thought that this was just a tortious interference claim. You know, when I looked at it and I heard that they were filing something. The way that it was described, it sounded like that was it. And that is part of it. But the other part of it is the part that I think is going to be real hard to get out of. Yes. Which is the defamation part. I mean, this filing is wild. Like, the stuff that is said in here. Oh my God. And we're getting to the discovery portion. So we're going to get to the proving this portion, and that's where it's going to get fascinating. Because remember, their defense was it didn't matter. It was only up for 41 minutes, if that. And by the way, can't prove that she wrote it. And then publicly, they tried to say they were going to have that expert, which I don't think they ever planned on, but we talked about who that quote-unquote expert was and everything in their background. So I think that's enough to, if they file it, yeah, that's enough to pretty much torpedo that thing. But not only that, I mean, for them to pull that out, I think that would bring into question any other quote-unquote expert that they tried to bring in too. I agree. And I don't know why you would spend all that money on an expert you weren't going to use in court. I do. I think it was because there's two courtrooms to every case. There's the courtroom, and then there's the court of public opinion. And they are waging a war in the court of public opinion. And they're hoping that Jeremy Hales will be one of the casualties of that very, very public war there. And they've done everything that they can to destroy him. You know, again, the accusations that were posted and that have been doubled and tripled, quadrupled down on, those are the worst things that you could accuse somebody of.
Absolutely.
We'll hit some super chats.
Okay.
You gonna hang or?
Yeah, I'll hang.
All right. Let's see what's here. This should be fascinating. Margaret, thanks for the 2 months there. Morning tongue and chat from me. My megalodon puppy. From Ireland.
Poor Megalodon.
Megalodon. Want to trade? Yeah. I wonder what Megalodon's favorite treats are. You know,
Don't say
I would
treat.
never.
That poor dog is probably dancing around right now. Stop saying treats.
Yeah. Oh, you want a treat? Oh, it's a good doggy. You want a belly rub? Yeah. You want to go on vacation for a month? Tess, thanks for the vibe there. Professional. Indeed. Man, I got that one. I delayed that one.
You got that in.
I waited until we were live, and I was like, professional trucker.
And I had my head turned, so I didn't see when you hit the button either. So I was like, dang it. You got me again.
Yeah, that's like if you've never been live on YouTube through StreamYard, when you hit, there's a little button in the top right corner, and when you hit go live, it has a delay. So it's not just hit it and go. You have to wait until there's a little thing in here that tells us we're live. But
it turns red. Yeah.
It's fascinating. So you always tell people, like for me, I'm like, hey, you ready to go live? Okay, we're going live now. And it's when I hit the button. But when it turned, I was like, professional trucker. I love it. Candace, thanks for the 3 months. New wheel. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, indeed. I know, man. That thing is cool, though. I do like it.
I'm very excited about it, yes.
K-Rab, thanks for the 10 there. There's no statement attached. Plenty of statement, though. Thank you very much, K-Rab. Appreciate you. Darkbane. I actually like going with Darkbane up there. Thanks for the 10. 1/5 of the way there. Let's get trucking, Megan.
Yep, we got to get the convoy set up.
Yeah, that's going to be fascinating. I think that'll be fun to check out. Scott, thanks for the 20 there. Let's get this party started. Yeah, it's been a party, too. It has been an interesting one. Dublin comes to Boston. Thanks for the 5 there. You two are bum effing diggity. Dignity, actually, is what it says there. I'm so here for the legal fight for you two. Yeah, thank you. You know, I think we have a lot of fun on there. I think if you, this is what I see, like these other channels try to do co-hosting and stuff. And the thing is, they don't have fun. You know, they try to steal everything you do, Megan, but the one thing they don't steal is fun. Oh.
No, they do not steal the fun. I wish they would steal the fun and the mute button. Also, they could steal the mute button more often. Please stop coughing. Stop coughing in our ears. It's like they're just doing it to spite me now. They're just not hitting the mute button, just coughing into that microphone. If they want to have a professional show, you gotta hit the mute button, ladies.
This is about the wheel too. Thanks for the 20 there, Carolyn. Show it, Megan. Love having fun again. Yes, indeed. You know, it's that's what we should do. I mean, these are serious topics. We got to have fun in this stuff for sure. Vaughn, thanks for the 2. Megan Fox, a trout trucker.
Trout trucker.
Trout trucker. Fallen Hero. What's up, Fallen Hero? Hope you're doing well today, man. Thanks for the super chat there. Appreciate you, my friend. Oh, BK, thanks for the 5. Y'all made me laugh so hard last night that my side hurt. LOL. That pain I can deal with. I'm like, chronic pain. Thank you for cracking me up. Well, I'm glad. That's
Laughter is good medicine.
Yeah. And, you know, live streams are the best thing. Like we can make videos, and videos can be informative, but live streams are where we all get together, we hang out real time, and we just have fun. Like that we kick it out and we talk about things. Yvonne, thanks for the 5 there. Megan, need to have a CB handle now. Oh my God. Breaker 1, 2. This is Megalodon's foe coming at you.
Oh God.
You do need one. You
I
really
do.
Hey, chat, come up with what would be the best the best CB handle? If she were to have a CB handle, what exactly would you recommend?
Oh, this should be interesting.
Oh my God. I really want to see this now.
Fox in the hen house. I like Fox in the hen house. That's funny.
Elu, thank you for the
Demonic
5 gift
pizza.
Demonic pizza. Man, all those are such good callbacks too.
I know.
That's one of the things I have to. The haters always give you funny callbacks. You know, Fox on the Run. I like that one.
I have my Steam name is Fox on Wheels.
The Meganator.
Foxolodon.
I like the Fox Den.
What does
Fox,
the fox say?
Foximus Overdrive.
Foximus. How about Foximus Prime?
Oh my God.
That's perfect. Foximus Prime. Isn't Optimus Prime a semi?
Eyes closed shut. No, yeah, Optimus Prime is. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Foximus Prime.
Yeah,
That's
Foximus Prime. I like it. That
That is
one's
too
winning.
Yeah.
That one's winning.
What's up, Skipper? What's up, Veteran Nation? Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the 2 there. Bacon jalapeno grilled cheese for dinner tonight. Dinner here, rather. But yeah, that sounds. I don't know if I've ever tried like grilled cheese with jalapeno.
That sounds pretty good.
Actually, we have a what they call adult grilled cheese here. Oh my God, like I crave those things. You know. Oh, they're so good, man. Thank you, Veteran Nation. Now I'm craving some food that I'm absolutely not going to make tonight. Lisa, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tug's Thugs. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Sylvia, thanks for the 2 there. Lurker, love you too. You go. Thank you. Appreciate that. Lurker, love. No, thanks for the 2 there. Breadstick money.
Breadstick money. Hey, hey. Love it.
Oh my God! Like since you're talking about the convoy, maybe you need to start talking about the groupie cash train again. You know, you got
Call it the groupie cash convoy.
Yeah. You need a game where you can put your own like logos on your truck. That would be awesome.
Yeah, they don't let you do your own logo. You have to like choose one of their own dumb logos.
Jack's mom, thanks for the 5. Fleas, Deuce, LP, JC, etc. Act out of hate. You guys approach things to laugh and inform. Yeah, indeed. Like I think that's a good way of it. I like to laugh at stupid, and I like to monetize haters. You know, plus go record documents and talk about it. Perfect approach. John, thanks for the 5. Megan Sim died. Megan Sim didn't die. Oh, yeah. My Sim just died. And my Sim never died. I like it.
I can assure you they did die, and it was very traumatic.
There's you a shirt right there, Megan. My Sim just died. And on the back, it'd be like, my Sim never died. That is a shirt and a half. I would love it. Mel, thank you for the $5 super sticker, too. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Donna, thanks for the 14 months. Haters gotta hate. Jeremy's in the chat, and he called it from day 1 that they do this. Yes, indeed. My birthday's Tuesday, and this is my birthday chat. Thanks for all you 2 do. Hey, I appreciate you. Birthday on Tuesday. Remind me when you're here. Like, note that. Again, you should have like a member tab chat like this where you can put them up, you know, and that's part of your member. You know, remind me. Again, happy pre-birthday. Again, the little one's birthday is just 2 days off of that. She'll be a little bit older. Oh man, by the way, she's been talking about wanting to get the certain kinds of geckos. I was like, cool, you have birthday money and stuff. And then I found out like all the weird requirements for these specific types of geckos. I was like, oh my god, they need a $85 heating lamp, another $45.
You should tell her one time. So my family, I used to spend a lot of time in Hawaii when I was a kid. And my grandma lived there for a while, and a couple of my aunts and uncles and stuff. So we would go and spend summers there. And so for me, going to Hawaii was like going to grandma's house, which is great because I was, what a great childhood. But one time, I think it was the last time I was there, I was an adult. I had a big suitcase, and there's geckos everywhere. And I get home to Chicago, and I'm going through my suitcase, and this baby gecko runs out of my suitcase. And I was like, oh no, you poor thing. You got hauled all the way from paradise to the mean streets of Chicago. You ain't going to survive. And I had a turtle tank at the time, like a little turtles, like little tiny ones. And I was going to try and catch it and like put it in with the turtles, but it was too fast. And I don't think it made it. I saw it for a couple of days, but it was winter. It was winter. So I was like, oh, this thing is not going to survive. But I wish I had been able to catch it. But they are fast. Don't let them out of the cage. That's all I can tell you.
She wanted the New Mexico whiptail lizards. The lesbian gecko. I don't know if you've heard about those. But
no, I haven't.
Yeah, they're female-only lizards. They reproduce asexually without males.
Weird.
And they're cool looking. Like, they're awesome, but it's.
I think I learned about that in Jurassic Park.
There you go.
I feel like that's the storyline of Jurassic Park. Don't get one. We'll have Tyrannosaurus Rexes. No.
That'd be terrible. That'd be the reality of it. Some rich person would actually clone a freaking T-Rex and it'd get loose. That would be the real Jurassic Park. Forget the park going wrong, But yeah, we went and looked at it. So then we came home anyway. There was a point at that. We go out and she likes to insect hunt. And whenever we have a bunch of rocks around our driveway, like big ones, and we caught a mole salamander and some other type of lizard. I can't remember. So I was like, heck yeah, there you go, right there. Fate's is smiling on you.
Hey, I'll be right back.
All right. Bad Duck, thanks for the 2. People just need to quack more. You'll feel happy. There's good advice. Just quack a lot. Quack it. That would make me laugh if people just randomly quacked at me. So that would be funny, actually. Tracy, thanks for the 10 here. The 2 bleeds make my ears bleed. Nails running down a chalkboard would sound better. Well, it's interesting. Like I said, I'd never heard of the channel. Actually, my first intro to that channel was when Bruce emailed. And this told me that his emails were in bad faith. Since, if you look at it, again, that one with the airport photos, I don't think I've ever really focused on this. So check this out. This was actually my first. This told me, first of all, his stuff was in bad faith. Because you can see where he emailed me. You can see the attachment here is for their channel. So he was mailing me, but he was copying them too. I wondered if he meant to BCC him on that too. So, whoopsie.
Yeah, I know. He was always doing that to me too. He was always copying like random people. I never responded. Well, I think I responded to one, the last one he sent me. Finally, I responded. It was his threat. But he sent me a bunch and he copied like all these other channels and stuff. It's like, dude, if you want me to respond to you, first of all, don't copy a bunch of people I don't know. People do that to me a lot. And I don't respond to those people because yeah, that always gives me the first indication that you might be dealing with a crazy person.
Or it's the intent there is not to talk or to have a conversation.
Right.
The intent there is for drama or something else. It's never good. Never. Sherry, thanks for the 5 there. Can we get a group rate for a hotel in Gainesville for the court case? I'm terrible to stay with. Oh yeah, so I was talking about that. Here's a perfect plan.
Maybe we could start TurtleCon. We could have TurtleCon in Gainesville.
That would be the initial Turtle Con.
Yeah, the first annual Turtle Con in Gainesville, 2025.
Yeah, since Megan's such a great driver, though, like here's an idea: Megan get the media van. She could somehow
That's right.
swing down through here. Oh man, pick me up and yeah, film that.
Down. Aren't there mountains between here and Tennessee? Oh
There'd be a lot of screaming from Tennessee to Gainesville too.
I am the tech van procurement specialist, though. I mean, look, I drove that tech van from Buckeye, Arizona to Scottsdale without a scratch on it. I did that. I have a witness. There was a witness in the car with me. Annie was with me. Hopefully she'll be with me on Sunday night too. We're going to recreate that trip with the convoy with Bruce from Oregon. You know, I am the official tech van procurement specialist. I did drive that RV. I screamed a lot during that trip because something was flapping on the driver's side outside, and I was trying to figure out, should I pull over on the highway and go find out what that is, or should we just keep going? It was a whole thing.
That's so funny, though. You know.
But I could do it again. We need a media van, so maybe I should swing down through Tennessee, pick up Tug, pick up some stragglers, maybe some hop-ons. You got to watch out for hop-ons when you have the big vehicles. You can get a few hop-ons.
A hop-on. Oh man, when I went to Bubba Fest, that was really telling. You know, we flew out there, and that was something else. You know, going through there, got all the first of all, they go through every card and everything else, but it was really fascinating. Like them being like, why the heck do you have 5 different weird hockey masks and shit?
Oh,
that's what
funny.
one guy, he was like, the hockey mask that I wear there, when people see it, they're like, that's a Jason Voorhees mask. Yeah, the guy who makes them, 666, he has one of the original Friday the 13th molds. So it literally is one. It's the model from one of those. But the guy checking it was like, what the heck? Because I didn't have one, I had like 5.
That's so funny.
Yeah, all these weird masks. Probably look like some kind of
so
maniac.
Funny.
Let's see. Candace, thanks for the 5 there. Shar come forward with receipts about melatonin and help save HG. Yeah, actually, again, I would really, if I had anything explained to me, first of all, I'd like to understand how these people became PR. I'm sure she knows. I'm sure she knows about how Bruce ended up as part of this thing, about how his connection started with Lynette, how these people, they got involved with Lynette, and I'm sure she knows quite a few other details there, and they called her out publicly. Like, I wouldn't take that shit personally. I never respond very well to people trying to call me out publicly.
Yeah.
Jack's mom, thanks for the 2. They are not professional. Indeed. That's very true. Suzanne, thanks for the 5. Shara, have you had any phone calls with the Fleas? I hope you recorded them. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna, just like they did with Jeremy. Well, I've heard this about them. I heard that about her. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Hi, Jesse. Thanks for the 5 there. T-minus 45 minutes to the shit show. Better than Game of Thrones. Yeah, I do. Oh my God. They could come up, you could come up with awesome nicknames for, I almost want to run it like Game of Thrones. I do want to do little icons. Man, we should do like a little bingo. So like we should make a little board. And then when they pick each other off, we should see who survives the Game of Thrones.
Who survives? We need to come up with names for the houses. Yeah. We've got the House of Fleas. We have the Slug Rock. Slug Rock. House of Fleas. Who else? Milltown's Landing. Who's got the Iron Throne? Where's the It's not an iron throne. It's a blue plastic throne, but
Yeah,
somebody's
exactly.
gonna rule it.
Who's going to be sitting on the blue bucket? Who will know? And instead of like swords melted down, it has like fucking glass pieces,
Rusty nails,
rusty nails
sticking out from all over.
Oh my
it.
God! Could you imagine like the? I gotta pull up a picture of the Iron Throne. I want people to visualize this.
Yes, you need to visualize it. Wait, I'm gonna make Grok make it for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Do it,
yeah,
do it, do it.
yeah. Wait, Grok can do it. Yes,
Oh,
Grok.
I trust
can.
Grok can do this one. I'm making sure this isn't signed in under my. Actually, I'm gonna save a picture of it. I'm getting a good picture of the Iron Throne, though. Like anybody that's not watched Game of Thrones for some reason, you've got to see this. I've got a few like of these. Actually, I had a place. I don't know why, but I had a guy on Etsy. He makes little iron thrones, and I contacted him. I got one. I have a little ThatUmbrellaGuy figure, and I wanted him to sit on the Iron Throne. So I actually had one made. They were very reasonable too, like $20. So let's see. Here we are. I've got the picture. So imagine this thing right here, only instead of a throne, it's the throne, the blue bucket. And yeah, instead of swords, it has rusty nails sticking out everywhere. And then for the ground portions, glass
Oh my
pieces.
God, Grok is so disappointing. What the heck? Hold on a second. Something is wrong. Something's playing in my ears and I can't make it stop.
You probably got it. Yeah, you
All
probably
right.
got an ad play or something.
I have an ad playing in the background. Okay. Where'd Grok go? This is what Grok did. This is Grok, you're not listening.
Like, come on, Grok. Don't disappoint us.
Come on, now look at this.
That's actually pretty funny. You want to sit on that Iron Throne? Oh my God, that is really funny. Who is going to be the last one to sit on this Iron Throne? Oh, season 1 has been pretty epic so far, I have to say. I figure actually by
it
now
has
we're
been.
probably with the betrayals and everything else. Remember how season 1 you know what? I'm going to just say it. If you've not watched Game of Thrones by now, I think, you've had over a decade to watch it, so I'm not spoiling anything.
Oh, Grok has come through.
Oh my God. show me.
My God.
Let's see it.
This is it. This is it.
Oh God, that's amazing.
That's it.
That is amazing.
That's it.
Oh my God. Yeah, see, all you need there is look, I can see it now in my head. You have this image, and then around it, you have the icons of each house. All the players that are in it right now. And we could have other houses join. We don't know.
Who's going to be left sitting on the Iron Throne? This is
God.
the Iron Throne of Turtle Purgatory.
Ooh, man. This
Oh,
Game of Thrones episode,
perfect.
And instead of dragons, they actually, like, by season 5, maybe we'll actually have real turtles pop up. That'll be amazing,
Weren't there some that escaped off the property during the hurricane recently?
That's an excuse anyway.
Waddling down the road.
You're just going to have instead of 3 giant dragons, you're going to have 3 giant turtles, like fucking tortoises pop up. They're going to take over Otter fucking Creek with it.
Oh, God. Oh, this is
What
so
a great
good.
show.
This
Man,
is
I
so
love
good.
that. Silhouette, thanks for the 2 months. Just leave that thing up there. I like it.
I am. I'm leaving it up.
I need that for man, send me that picture. I need that as a background for my live stream. I'm going to put that up as a background. Like anytime they have drama, I'm going to put the Iron Throne behind us. Oh my God.
This is the greatest thing ever.
It's beautiful. Oh,
I'm going to send it to you on Twitter.
okay.
Oh, God, this is great. Yeah, we need to now come up with the different
Tell me when you have
flags. No, I'm doing it now. We
Okay,
need to
tell me
come
what
up with the house colors and flags and stuff. Like each one
Yeah.
needs its own flag.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is
This is
so
going to
good.
become even more epic.
I
This
cannot
is.
believe
It is. It's going to become like I want to say an epic shit show because it really is. Oh my god. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna.
Each house needs its own motto. Yep.
Yeah.
And its own what do they call it? Not a flag. They call it a
Banner.
a banner. Yes. Banner.
All right. I'm copying this real quick. If I'm quiet, Chad, it's because I'm going to try to stick it in there as a background and see what it looks like. I'm going to do this live while we're goofing off.
Oh, it's so good. JW wants to know who has to empty the Iron Throne. Tropical Mom says a house divided cannot stand or sit.
Not sit. Oh my god, I love it.
A house divided cannot sit.
Oh, I love that. Okay, here we
So
go.
good.
Come on, background there. Let's see what happened. Come on, upload. It's taking a minute.
Jeremy's House of Hales.
The House of Hales. That's hilarious. Let me see if I. Damn it! I'm gonna have to work with that because there it is.
Hales.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh my god! I love it.
Good. It's so good.
Oh, that
We
is
should
perfect.
put Hales. We should put Hales at Hales Landing. You know, because he's in. Right now, he's got the Iron Throne. You know, he's like ruling over the Iron Throne. We'll see if someone will take it from him. That's funny.
Yeah, this season really has been hell. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bone Crusher. We have to. Bone Crusher needs a house in this too.
Oh man, I forgot all about them. To be honest, I had totally forgotten about them lately.
That's a good name for Game of Thrones version of this. Bone.
I don't know, man. People if you come up with some funny names, let us know. This is where the creatives really get to be creative. God, I love that background. Actually, that's amazing.
It's great. It's perfect.
God. You see, that's why you tune in. You never know what might happen. Oh, let's see. All right. Silhouette. Does LP even know what's being done and said on her behalf? That's actually a very good question, too. Does she actually, she doesn't tune into every single stream. Like, nobody's going to sit there for 6 to 8 or 9 hours, like on some days.
Well, I don't know. Laura Owens does, so maybe she does too.
Man,
I don't know.
You would have to it would be a full-time job to keep up with all of these players that are in there, because you just have one alone that at best is a part-time, part to almost full-time job, depending on the week, depending on how much they streamed, and then the others come in. I mean, you really would be spending a full-time job keeping up with it. K-Rab, thanks for the 5 there. The difference is they don't consider each other colleagues. Yes, that is very true, too. I mean, again, the way that they talked about Shara, that's something else. You see disagreements in fights, too. And what's fascinating, like when you see, LawTube, when they've had internal fights, that becomes huge news. Why? Because people don't expect it. And you also see, when a chat divided, it is lose-lose for content creators, no matter what. If I come out and if I talk smack about somebody, I'm going to lose people there. If they were considered, if the audience sees us as friendly, and even if we aren't, you maintain that decorum. You should anyway. They don't, though. They don't understand. That's another YouTube thing they don't understand, too. Amy, thanks for the 5 there. 5, I can control Megan to sing Breakstick Money. Yeah. Yes, that's what
my daughter. My daughter is so funny. I was making that AI song that I made yesterday, and I showed her the video, and she was like, "Mom, you should rap this." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what? You're overestimating my capabilities. I am not going to," and that's not how AI works. You can't just now make an instrumental and do it yourself. It was just so funny. Every time I show her one, she's like, you should re-record this. I'm like, do you know how much time that would take?
My daughter, like I was telling her, my oldest one, like she hears some of the songs I make. And I'm like, hey, I'm a rapper now. And she's like, oh my God. She said the funniest thing the other day. She's like, a rapper? What's your stage name? Like DJ Cornbread? I was like, DJ Cornbread? I love it.
Yeah. DJ Cornbread. Perfect.
DJ Cornbread's on the mic. Yeah, I love it.
Fun. Speaking of, DJ Radis did make that new song with me rapping. He used an AI version of me rapping, and it's quite funny. I did listen to it. It's safe for YouTube. You could play it if you wanted to. We did say we would probably do that.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. It's funny.
If you want a private, would you put that in the private chat while we're going through? And yeah, I forgot all about that. That's actually good. Can you give us a breadstick money?
Breadstick money!
Yeah, there you go, man. Can't have that without a shout out for it, for sure.
Breadstick money, honey.
I'm like, yeah, $5 for you to say that, Megan. No, I got the $5, but hey.
With a pond scum posse swimming around, diving deep for the truth that's buried underground. Short, skinny jeans, latte in the blender.
Never thought I would be like, yo, DJ Megalodonus, kick us a bit. It's funny.
You're so fake, call it pretender.
I've heard some of my intros so much. I do sing them like behind the scenes, when they're on.
Oh, I totally sing along. Totally sing along to all of it. I think one of my favorite lines in that whole song is Reddit bros blowing journos out the water, breaking big news like some Upper East Enders. No rolls, no Benz, no Lambo budget. Tube Town does it for the breadstick money, yeah. Sorry.
I think I'm going to start posting mine on local. I haven't done anything for a while. The people who back on locals, I appreciate you all. I have a lot going on, so I've not forgotten it. I just haven't figured out how to budget the time. But one thing I think I should put over there, maybe I'll put the songs over there, and that way, they're fun. People ask, hey, will you upload them somewhere so we can play with them? Maybe that would be a good way to do it.
Okay, I put it in the private chat for you. And by the way, my only criticism of this is DJ Radis's artwork. If that is supposed to be me, Tat, I would never, ever wear a belly shirt. but she looks good. Whoever that is. Certainly not me, though.
Oh, yeah, I see that one. That's supposed to be me, actually.
That's Doug.
Yep, I'm looking toned, man.
I know that is a tone. That's the kind of middle I always wanted.
Okay, let's check this out. Here we go. Rewind.
Ladies and gentlemen, you better get ready. Just got real. Please welcome the real deal. He's the only DJ that makes your baby mamas take her clothes off. Your favorite DJ. DJ Radis.
I was live on the stream, facts sharp as a blade. Milltown's clown creeping, got the nerve to invade. Bruce the Deuce slid in dirty with the game. Trying to pull a strike, but they both sound lame. False claiming, thinking they can take me down, but I'm clever with the wordplay. I don't mess around, journalists with the truth in my pins, my mic. Gonna light them up, yeah, I'm ready to fight.
Milltown's clown and Bruce the Deuce. Falsely striking, trying to cut me loose. But I rise, no lies, they got no excuse. I'm Megan Fox, and I speak the truth. Milltown's clown and Bruce the Deuce.
It's weird when I heard that. I thought you were talking during the song. I was like, hey, Megan. Yeah, I thought you started singing along. I thought you were freestyling.
It is disturbing how much that sounds like me. I do not like this AI technology at all.
I really did. Chat, did you not think, like when you heard that Megan was freestyling for a minute? I thought, damn, she's taking it to a new level, man.
Copyright games, but they just misuse. Trying to stop me, but I won't reduce. I'm Megan Fox, breaking all their ruse.
We saw her climbing, so we had to act. Can't let her shine, man, we gotta distract. Hit the copyright, yeah, we made it fake. She won't see it coming, we gon' make her shake. But little do we know she's got the proof. She's got her people watching every single move. Bruce hit the button, but now it's war. Fox taking names, breaking down the door.
Milltown's clown and Bruce the Deuce. Falsely striking, trying to cut me loose. But I rise, no lies, they got no excuse. I'm Megan Fox, and I speak the truth. Milltown's clown and Bruce the Deuce. Copyright games, but they just misuse. Trying to stop me, but I won't reduce. I'm Megan Fox, breaking all their ruse.
All strikes roll hold, Megan's still on the rise. Watch the lies fold, see the truth in her eyes. She's got receipts, yeah, she's bringing the facts. Milltown's clown, niggas better watch their back. So I called them out, live in front of my fans. Took the strikes down, yeah, they changed their plans. I'm stronger than before, they can't shut me out. Megan Fox in the house, that's what I'm about. Bruce and the clown, now they're running scared. Making moves in the dark, but I stay prepared. You can't stop the truth, it'll always shine. Megan Fox in the light, yeah, this fight is mine.
Milltown's clown and Bruce the Deuce, falsely striking, trying to cut me loose. But I
know,
rise,
it's so-
no lies, they got no excuse. I'm Megan
so
Fox,
good.
then I speak the truth.
Good.
Milltown's clown and Bruce the Deuce, copyright
scary.
games, but they just misuse. Trying to stop me, but I won't reduce. I'm Megan Fox, breaking all their ruse.
They tried, but they failed, now they looking dumb. Megan Fox on top, yeah, I've just begun. No clowns or deuces can't take me down. I wear the crown, queen of this town.
Yeah, they tried, but they failed, now they looking dumb. I'm Megan Fox on top, yeah, I've just begun. No clowns or deuces can take me down. I wear the crown, queen of this town.
I wear the crown. Do
Queen
you
of
wear the
this
crown?
town.
Are you?
God,
Are you?
this is so crazy. I
Are
mean,
you on the throne?
I would have thought, yeah, maybe I'm on the throne right now. I would have thought that that was me. If I had known, if I didn't know, I didn't say those words, I would think that was me. It's so good. That's scary, dude. It's scary.
I found. Well, it's funny when I was looking back through different. I gotta send you a song actually. Hey, I'm gonna put you something in the private chat. Just link it
Okay.
and listen to it later. There was somebody made a song like back. So back when after I had my appendix out, I did what. No, it was after my gallbladder. I take that back. Right after I had it taken out, I did what any normal person would do. I live streamed right after.
Look, I was live streaming from my hospital bed.
Somebody made a song about all that stuff. I thought it was funny. I ran across it. It's like from 2019.
Oh, that's funny. All right, I will
I
watch
looked
that
at it.
afterward.
Jody, thanks for the 3 there. They put all of Jeremy's divorce documents up. Yes, talking about his private life. Apparently, everything is on tap for Jeremy, but again, somebody else's name gets used in a legal item, and that's too far. And again, I'm not commenting on pro or con. I'm just saying, like they set the rules to it. They were saying, I seem to remember them saying something about after you got hit. They said, what was it again? Game on?
Yeah, you want to play these games.
You want to
That's
play
what they
these
said. I'm like,
games.
I
Yes.
don't. I've never wanted to. What are you talking about? I'm not playing. And by the way, they have misled people to believe that I have falsely copyright struck other channels, because to this day, I am still getting comments on my YouTube channel saying you're just getting what you're doing to others. I've
saw
never
that.
done that. Ever. And I'm tired of telling people, show me the evidence that I've done that. Show me the evidence. You show me where I've copyrighted anybody falsely. I haven't. I don't use YouTube's. I'm very careful about TOS here. I don't use their tools against other creators. I've never done it. But they continue to believe that I have done these things because of these people who sit online all night long and saying these things. It's crazy.
I think it's interesting. Yeah, I saw my name thrown in that, and I was like, I don't even use my real name in there. You think I would like pop that in to make a claim on some doc? No, that's nuts. Rhea Ryan, thanks for the 2. The Little Blue Bucket Chapel. Sounds so beautiful. They could be. Look, they should build the throne like behind us. They could actually build that thing for real. Rosalind Duke, thanks for the 5 there. Coming this Christmas, scummy coots, I'm gonna say, candles and more.
Oh, that is pronounced cahunts. Candle.
Okay.
Cahunts, yeah. Coming this Christmas, scummy cahunts candles.
Cahumming this Christmas. I like this. Name it Chernobyl Farms. The fallout will be epic here at Chernobyl Farms. I love it. Lori, thanks for the 5. Like the old drowsy dolls. Let me see. Yeah, talking about the dolls, like the little dolls you could. We were
in the merch
discussing.
in the gift
Yeah.
shop. Yeah, there's got to be
Yeah.
a gift shop.
I could see.
Well,
one
it could
of
be more
those.
like a gift shack. It shouldn't be like
Gift
a
shack.
gift
That
shack.
would be great.
The gift shack.
They do. I had to look up the Drowsy Doll because I was like, isn't that the one with like the little, like the big plastic head, and the rest of it is like soft? Yeah, yeah, that's what that is. That's funny though. The little people in the walls. You can make pictures of them and name them. That reminds me. You remember that show, the cartoon, The Littles? Did you ever see that?
Yes. I loved
That's what I
that
always
show.
thought when I hear the little people in the walls.
Yeah.
You know, if people have never seen that, it's about these little people who live in the walls. It's a cartoon about their adventures.
They sleep in matchboxes and stuff.
Yeah,
cute.
see, if you went in, oh man, I bet an episode of that would be epic if you thought about them living. I'd love to see like a revision of that instead of living like in that nice house, though. They live in Turtle Purgatory. Oh my God, that would be a great episode of The Littles. Oh, Megan, make a Lego Turtle Purgatory.
I already did.
Yeah, we did that already. Yeah.
I've preserved it for evidence because I keep being
Yeah,
told I'm going to
you
be
were-
sued for it.
You were going to get
So
sick.
I had glued it together and I was going to send it to Jeremy to auction off for, whatever he wanted, like for legal fees or whatever. But now I have to preserve it for court because I'm going to have to get one of those like RV stands on wheels to wheel it into the courtroom and be like, Your Honor, Exhibit A.
Check this out. Tie Stick is like, let this escape room. You can escape the barn dominium. Oh my God. That would be amazing.
Well, right
You
now it
know?
doesn't have any walls, so that'd be pretty easy.
It'd be pretty easy to run. You'd be like, oh man, we thought they had evidence and caught us steering our escape room, but luckily they weren't plugged in.
There's no power. So, whatever.
David, thanks for the 2. Turtle, Percocet, Pez dispensers. Oh my God. David, thanks for the 10 there. Hey, Tug, here's 5 for Buckets Candy Fund, 5 for your soon-to-be, quote-unquote, double-digit midget's birthday. I love that. I need to call her that. I'm gonna write her up. I'm gonna write her a freaking card. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna call her the double-digit midget. And she's
That will be funny. She will laugh.
Thank you to you and Megan the Fox for all the fun and humor.
Megan B. Fox, like Megan B. Stallion. That could be my trucker name.
Megan the Fox.
B. Fox.
Oh God, there's so many good ones to choose from. People brought up though, Lord. Yeah. Puzzler, thanks for the 5. Lynette ruined Jeremy's last 2 years. There are consequences that need to be dealt with. It's likely way too late for Ellen J. The Signs. Oh yeah, indeed. I mean, we were talking about, again, we were discussing the thing they could do. This is a hypothetical. That would never happen, honestly, because they're never, ever going to leave him alone. They've proved that. The only way that that's going to stop is for law enforcement to do the thing that they've refused to do. The justice system has to do something. They
Yep.
haven't. I mean, so Jeremy's done the only thing he could. He's got him in court now, and it's going forward. Limp, thanks for the 10 there. Civil freedom of speech flourishes with respect. This vicious turn has irritated me. Yeah, I don't know. I've kind of it's sad to watch because it happens to real people, and it's been aimed at all of us. But it ultimately, like when people take aim at you, you have to make a decision. You have to decide: do you back down and walk away? Is this where you fold it in, or do you keep going? And yeah, they've been pretty nasty about it. I just like the fact that they've internalized it in their own groups. I find that entertaining. At the same time, I hate it for people because some of these people, they're pointing out problems. Again, you can dislike Slug or you can dislike Shara all you want, but at the end of the day, they were noting, I have a problem with the striking, and I have a problem with with her, what's being done with Slug, and I've never seen any PR act like this. Very legitimate concern. Shara's been in, she's been in here and made comments before, and we've argued back and forth in in the chat too. But you know what? We've never banned or anything. Again, like, I don't think it's gotten to the point where it was like, oh my God, it's terrible. And we've never made threats like they were making threats. You know?
Threats are strange.
Well, especially with people that have had communication with you. I assume they've all communicated. So the threat there is, if you mess with me, then what? You know?
Right.
They're going to dump everything you've ever said? Are they going to make up shit? Are they going to dig into your life? What are they going to do? Because they've had access to you. It's not just some random person. Anyway, Mel, thanks for the 5. One day I was looking for tug art. Oh no. And I freaked out when I thought I saw his face. I don't want to see that. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's out there. You know, be careful if you look up the words tug art, by the way. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah,
Unless
I actually
your
did
safe search. You would put your safe search on for that.
I did a search on Twitter once when I wasn't thinking. I did a search for tug something, and I was like, "Oh my God! I wish I wouldn't have done this." It was awful. Even with corrected terms and everything, the stuff that came up, I was like, "No."
You're like traumatized.
Yes, this is not professional.
Unprofessional.
It's funny on my. I've talked about this before, but on my desktop, there's a there's a folder, and it says tug images. And I had somebody. They were like, "Oh my God, is that what I think it is?" And I was like, "Do you mean channel art? If you meant that, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Tug images."
Oh God.
Patricia, thanks for the 20 there. Megan, MaxLab says to check your mail.
Yep, I got it. Thank you.
Ooh. I haven't looked at my email lately. Oh. Is that?
It can wait till afterwards.
Is that Thurza? How do you pronounce this, Megan?
Thurza Angel.
Okay, Thurza Angel. Thanks for the 6 there. You're so right about Lisa Lee. She's a mean Karen, and Megan was right about her body type.
I was just guessing.
It was just I mean, you know, again, they're middle school insults. People can get mad about that stuff if they want. They can be like, "Oh my God, you called them fat," or you made a joke, you know, about butter. I mean, really? Then make jokes back, like make jokes about her hair or medium smart. I mean, come on, like, you know, it's not, hey, put a bullseye on children and other things.
Yeah, I know. I mean, everyone's like, oh, somebody said to me, and I put it on Twitter because it was so funny, you need to learn to stop making fun of people. I was like, what? It's one of my life goals to get better at it, actually. One of my major life goals is to be as good as Nick Rekieta on roasting people. Like, come on. It's funny. It's funny. Yeah. And if you can you have to be able to take a joke. I can take a joke if it's funny, but the key is it has to be funny. Mean, if it's just mean, it's not, you know, it kind of falls flat. But when it's funny and mean, you got something.
Rekieta said something way back when. I thought it was really telling about people. You know, he would call people the fats. You know, FATZ, the fats, yeah, and he was like, look at how people react though. That's a middle school insult. That's all it is. It's just a middle school level insult. And
people freak out.
Yeah,
and that's why they need to. That's why we need to do more of it. We've got to toughen up, people, but get some thicker skin. One of the things I love about Rekieta fat shaming is that it works. If you can talk to yourself in a way and be like, hey, you know what? I don't like that I'm overweight. And I really need to stop being overweight. You know what's not helping me? Body positivity. It is not helping me to accept this fat. You know what would help? Nick Rekieta roasting the shit out of me so I lose some weight. Because or anybody. My dad, for instance, he was a great fat shamer. He would do things like call us thunder thighs. Hilarious. He's funny. And that's the kind of, sometimes you need motivation, and sometimes middle school insults can help you motivate to put the butter down, put it down, pick up a salad.
I just think it's ridiculous, let people, again, they personalize so much off of, like, again, something that it's from middle school. Like, it's not even it's not even a hardcore
Yeah,
insult.
you don't have to take that. You don't have to take that personally. I like what Lynn said. When I go to the fridge, I hear rackets. Yeah, nobody
like,
does. Nobody does a fat shaming like him. Nobody.
it's funny, like when I ran into him, like again, I'd already, I wasn't as fat as I am. I'm tall. I'm really tall. So me having more weight, I'm not round, But he was like, "Hey, fatty, what's up?" And I was like, "I hear you, buddy." It's just funny. I mean, that panel was hilarious. So, on that, I've got my mask on, and during it, I mean, it was so nuts. He tried to put a jelly bean through it because you couldn't hear through one of the voice slots. I was like, everything, you can hear just fine. He was like, yeah, I'll prove it. He tried to stick a jelly bean through it. It was great stuff. There's Rhea Rye, thanks to the two. Megan's CB name, Fox in the Hen House.
Not bad.
Regular 1, 2. This is the Fox in the Hen House coming at you. This is the Fox coming at you from the Hen House. Yeah, there we go. Rogue Mama, thanks for the 2. Check Tulee's community page post. Huh. I haven't actually looked at that.
I pulled it up when I saw that earlier. It was, I forget now. I've already forgotten what it was. Oh, they're claiming that people are mass reporting them. I don't know what that's about. I have nothing to do with any of that.
I was reading there's yeah. They're planning to mass strike her. These fucking people, like, they went out of their way to support mass flagging. And they've come up with this conspiracy, that people are reporting their channel and shit. Really, like, on who's supposedly driving that again? Oh, again, it's a conspiracy, I guess, probably about Jeremy and everyone else. Like, again.
Well, it's funny. I don't see them getting hit. I got hit. I don't see them getting hit though. They're still, going. So if this were true, and there was a mass flagging campaign going on against them, I doubt that the channel would still be up.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, they've done
I don't
stuff.
believe in flagging campaigns, so I don't know anything about this.
Well, they've done stuff that would be flaggable. If I were participating in something like that, it wouldn't be like, there wouldn't be, you would notice it, you would see it, but I don't. Like I said, I don't believe in it. I think it's absolutely absurd. But of course, that's going to be they're coming for me. Oh, Lindsay, thank you. Well, thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tugs Thugs. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. I love saying that. That's why it's all like the same thing every time. I love to say it. Welcome to Tugs Thugs. Lisa, thanks for the 5 there. Long-time lurker. Finally joined today. College fun for Bug 1 and 2. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you too. There are a lot of you out there. Some of you I know by name. Some of you I've never seen speak. You're here all the time. Appreciate you. This is your channel. So thank you. Thank you for helping build this thing. Sir Walk-In Tree, thanks for the 5 there. Late to the party, but choice between pink or blue turtle milk. Oh no. Oh, that sounds terrifying. That reminds me of the new Star Wars where Luke was drinking that weird freaking blue milk. Gross. Margaret, thanks for the 2 there. Megalodon is asleep in her bed and she loves pig's ears. Is that true, Megalodon? Do you love pig's ears? Did I lose you? I think I lost Megalodon. Either that or I've gone dead, one or the other. Has the Megalodon gone out? Let's see. John, thanks for the 5 there. She's frozen. We could do anything there. Let's see. Unmute her mic. Can't unmute you because they chose to mute themselves. Can't unmute. You can't unmute somebody when they mute themselves. That's fast. She may be dealing with something, actually. Who knows? I'm going to give her a hard time. You know what's funny about that, though? Anytime it happens, I'm like, did I freeze up? She's going to take the Iron Throne. That takes on a new meaning. I'll be like, I'll be back in just a moment. Intermission. I got to go visit the Iron Throne. Oh my God. Oh, John, thanks for the 5 though. Turtle soup, man. Hey, John. By the way, I don't know if you've been here for the last couple of times, but like I said, the live stream where the little one was on with me, I missed 2 of your memberships. I missed 2 20s, and I just wanted to thank you for that. Again, I've said that a few live streams, but I want you to know that I do appreciate it. I hate missing stuff like that, so thank you.
Sorry, I had to run for a second. I don't know if you were talking to me, but I'm back.
Yeah, no, we would never talk about you visiting the Iron Throne.
Oh God, no! The kids. One of the kids wanted something.
I figured. Actually, I knew that you'd left because apparently I've never tried this. If I hit the mute button and you've muted yourself, I can't unmute your side.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I didn't know, but I didn't see a mute icon on your stuff, so
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. But I was sitting here thinking, did I freeze up?
No, I didn't want to interrupt you. You were in the middle of something, so I just left.
I think it would be funny. I'm going to start doing this in your streams. I think I'm going to be like, "Hey Mick, how is it? Oh, it's not." And you'd be like, "Oh my God, it's been interrupting me." Deborah, thank you for the super chat here.
This is Robot again.
I don't know if my soundboard actually is hooked up to do those or not. Let me see. They do have a voice lab. It does have like changing voices.
It should work.
I better not turn that on in the middle of it. I'll get stuck or something.
That would be funny. Stuck on the robot voice like I was the other night.
Yeah, let's see. So there's the voice changer. Let's see. I can actually hear myself, but I can't hear anything changing. Oh no, it's made an echo in my ear. I got to turn it off.
And it didn't change the way you sounded here, so.
I'm trying to see. There's all kinds of voices that you can do and stuff. I'm trying to see if I can do one. Oh my God, there's dozens of them. I don't know. I'll
yeah, there's so many. There's so many. You have voice mod, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That you have the same one I do. There's so many.
Okay, there we go. I actually hit the hear myself button though when I was doing it. I was like, oh my God. I hear myself. It sounds like, there's an echo
2 tugs.
Of me. Dan, thanks for the 2. Redacted Fox. I like that one too. Actually, Redacted
Fox. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Dark Bane, thanks for the 2 there. You can have someone mod in your logo for ATS. Oh, they have. Yeah, I mean they have mods for all these games, so I bet there are modders that could do that. That would be amazing.
Probably.
John, thanks for the 5 there. I'm begging because my stance while firing on the 500-yard line, fellow recruits started calling me the dead gecko. The dead gecko.
Oh God. Must have been a funny stance.
That's awesome, though. Vanessa, thanks for the 10 there. Happy birthday to our dear Rexy, who's been waiting patiently for her That Umbrella Guy comic. Yes, we are still in. The people who are doing it, it's been weeks, but our delivery, you have to remember, like if I did it, it'd take God knows how long. But the place that I use, they're growing, but it's quite literally like 2 people that package and 1 person that mails, and they're mailing, God, it's thousands of backers, but it's like 6,000 or 7,000 packages that they have to put together. So it's slow, but yes, we will get everybody. Thank you. She's always dedicated to being here, Doug as well as Megan's. Well, thank you, and happy birthday to you. We can bust out that Chi-Chi's again. That's the only birthday song I know that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the Chi-Chi's one.
Happy birthday from all of us to you. Happy birthday, may Meganopolis not come for you. Hey. John, thanks for the 10 there, too. Shout out to the Redneck Air Force, who are retired military firefighters and others and see are saving people the government either can't or won't reach. Yes, indeed. That stuff's been happening in Tennessee, too. I do want to give shout outs. Not just that. One of the things, there's been so many negative things that come up, and they're deservedly so, about governmental response to crisis. But you know what? What really says something are how citizens come together and we help each other. Like, that's the one thing. Like, love to everybody that does that. And there are a lot of people out there that are trying their best too. Amen, though, John. And Shell, thanks for the 5 months. Megan, in Jeremy's video today, there's a fox with glasses. A mug. I think you would love.
Oh, okay, I'll have to watch it. I didn't see it yet.
I don't know how to pronounce your name. The Wiccan Midnight Crafter. I would miss the rest of your name.
Shanane Demdike?
Shanane.
Shanane Demdike, the Wiccan Crafter. Sarah. I was like, Shane. I don't know what I would have called you. So thank goodness somebody else here. That's my Tennessee coming out. You know, that's funny.
We have a road here called Demumbrian. You know, and you should hear like Tennesseans. They're like myself. First time I saw it, I was like, Demon Brewing? What is that? What kind of word? But thanks to the 5. Oh my God. I didn't know about these people, but they're more like 2 leeches in a pond. Indeed. Christopher, thanks for the 2 there. Crown of turtle shells. Oh man, you could actually have a crown to go with the Iron Throne.
Oh yes, the crown of turtle shells. I like it. I'm going over to Grok. We'll see what Grok can come up with. Make a crown out of turtle shells.
Toxic too. Thanks for 5. Each character needs to be known by their name, a nickname, and the name that nobody calls them to their face.
Oh, look at this. Look at how cool this is.
Hey, that looks kind of awesome, to be honest.
Oh my God, it looks incredible. Look at it.
Man, I want to win the freaking
turtle
the blue
crown?
bucket throne now. God.
Look at this thing.
That's actually quite awesome.
That's so awesome. If you look at the above the turtle shells, so we've got the turtle shells here and here and here, and in the crown between the pearls. Look up here. This almost looks like bone. Some kind of bone sticking up there. God, AI is so fun. Maybe mother of pearl.
Again, we're going to get Terminators in a few years, but hey, at least we're going to have fun getting there, right?
Right. Before we get there, you know, we're trucking along here, okay?
I don't know if anybody has this problem too, where they put AI in your phones. You know, now when I type out something, the autocorrect, it'll jumble like 3 or 4 words together sometimes, just randomly. I'm like, what the world? And they have nothing to do with it. You know, I might be like, yeah, it's been a good day, and it'll be like, yeah, it's something I said in today's weather, you know, just something that doesn't make sense. Day. You're like, what the fuck does that mean? Anyway.
Yeah, I haven't had that happen yet.
Oh, mine does that all the time. Drives me nuts. Came out Red Queen. Thanks, 5. Get Jeff Legal Vice's turtle armies for support. He needs to actually ride shotgun with you and your trucker convoy. He needs to be there.
Who does?
Legal Vice.
Legal Vices, yes. Well, I'm worried about Legal Vices now being in the convoy. His stress level was way too high. What do you think about this one?
That's awesome. Sorry, like... I was totally being unprofessional.
Hit the mute button, for God's sake.
Oh my God. Yeah, poor Legal Vices, man. You almost killed him.
I know.
If anything happens to you, buddy, don't worry. I'll make sure that you are buried with your awesome blanket.
With the Nick Cage blanket.
Yeah, his Nick Cage freaking blanket. You know, it's funny. I almost said Nick Rekieta blanket. I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. Imagine this, though. Imagine you go to like a funeral and this is draped over somebody. Oh my God.
We'll put that over the casket.
Oh, he should wear that like like it's a cloak or something. He needs one like a windbreaker. Oh my God.
Maybe whoever takes the iron bucket throne gets that as a cape with the turtle crown.
I want one of the little people in the walls to look like this. You know, they look like a little nightmare. Oh, that's amazing. Rhea Rye, thanks for the 2. Jeremy's House of Storage. I like that, actually. I think that's kind of cool. You know.
Yeah.
Amy, thanks for the 5 there. Yes, thank you, Megan. That was what I was waiting for. Probably talking about the iron bucket throne.
Or maybe breadstick money. I think she had sent the breadstick.
Oh, the breadstick money. Is that what that was about? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I like that. Actually, I've come to enjoy that. And snake chorus too. That'd make a good ringtone.
We have them as ringtones, or at least we did. I
need to download that.
Brad can tell you where it is. I don't know if it's still available.
I want that as a freaking ring. I think that would be funny. I would make it your ringtone. Like if you ever call, I'm like,
you know what my ringtone is when you call me? It's this.
All the best, all the best, all the best, all the very best, all the best, all the best.
You know what yours is for mine? The girl from Ipanema. Yeah, that's yours for real.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Well, Emma, thanks for the 2. DJ Cornbread and DJ Breadsticks. Oh my God. We're cooking up a fancy meal tonight. Man, that makes me want to put on my chef's hat, actually. Let me, if we're going to be talking about all that. There we go. DJ Cornbread's in the house. That's better.
Check
Angel?
this out. We got Freddie Prager made this for us.
That's awesome, too. Let me check it out. I gotta blow that up. That's cool. I like the weird little legs.
Look at those weird turtle legs. They look like
they're crab legs.
Turtles and crabs.
That is weird. I like those, though. Weird. I like the turtle juice back there.
Yeah. And look at the banners.
Yeah.
Look at the banners. We're getting close.
It's got its own turtle flag. That is amazing. That does look like a Game of Thrones freaking banner, to be honest.
It does.
Oh man, I lost my freaking place. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we are. Megan, you need to check your email, it says.
Again?
There, by the way.
Okay.
I lost my place. Give me 1 second.
All right.
There we are.
Sorry.
Wanda, thanks for the 20 there. Whoop ass queen. The whoop ass queen. Is that?
Is that my CB name?
Yeah, Breaker 19. Whoop ass queen. Yeah. Oh, and Eric, thanks for the 5. Jeremy has always had the facts on his side from the jump. Yeah, that, again, I've said this many times. When we interviewed him, the first interview, every question that I asked, there was no prep, by the way. I always ask any guest that I'm going to, that I'm basically going to, drill in. I ask them if they have anything that is off topic. And the one thing that he said, and this would be off topic for me too, it's about earnings, because I think that's it's disrespectful, because it sounds like people bragging about it. My granddaddy always told me never brag about. If you have, you have. If you don't, but you never freaking brag about it, because you're not that far away from not having. So that was the one thing. And even then, there was some discussion about money that came up, and he violated his own thing because he was trying to talk about how he wasn't talking about this in a brag way. He was talking about how much the litigation, how much he was looking at costing in one of the interviews. So he did talk about that somewhat. He had no topics that were really off the table. I thought that was very telling. You'll have guests they'll tell you 5 or 6 things are off topic. I get that too. You know, if you're involved, the reason I ask that is if you're involved in litigation, sometimes there are things that you can't say. But he was like, no, everything, every single thing is on. All right.
Wait, Darlene, how could this be possible? They think I'm in their chat right now. I can't be in 2 places at once. I'm here. This is what I'm doing. This is the thing. It's, I mean, like, it's so much made up shit everywhere. It's just nothing but lies. Look at this. Abby made
We're
us
making AI here.
I'm busy on Twitter right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm on Grok. Abby made us a scepter out of turtle shells.
It's amazing. I like that. Oh my God. You can put together a whole like outfit with it. You know, the scepter, the crown.
I love it so much. This
that
is so great.
Good.
I know. I love it.
All right. I think we are at our end of this. This has been fun, though. I think I'm going to end us with a good song here. Do you have anything? Oh, yeah, Sunday. So, do you have anything else planned that you want to note, by the way?
No. I still have to come up with a time for the Sunday night convoy. I think it's going to be before 9 p.m. because 9 p.m. is IT Goatee's cooking stream, and I'm going to be on there cooking with him, probably making lasagna, I think. So before that, we're going to do a convoy, the trucking convoy, hopefully. I got to check with everybody involved to see what time is good for them. So I'll keep your eyes on Locals, meganfox.locals.com, and I'll put it up there when I know. I'm planning on attending, by the way. So definitely, folks, you want to tune in, have fun. There are a lot of fun people there. When I've tuned in watching when I've not, but it's been a lot of fun just to watch. It's chaos, but fun chaos. Oh. All right. Well, I'm going to end us with, I think I'm going to do yesterday's song. I like the Die Hard logo. All right, folks. Appreciate y'all, and we are out.
And they're back on the copyright flow, striking Megan Fox for letting everyone know about fraudulent claims that were posted on lawn, claiming it doesn't matter, they were posted at dawn. Say what? Is this seriously what passes? As a lawyer, you get sued for reporting on the IRL squalor. Sadly, no one told the defense. No one can pay you what you're lacking in common sense. What a chance. Maybe we can take up donations while you strike channels like Megan Fox and Veteran Nation, knowing things are not going your way, and those claims won't wash that evidence away. And how's that federal case going? Is this how you imagine it flowing? Didn't you say it wouldn't go to trial when you brag about the motions you filed? We got the emails and all the receipts showing you marketing and conceit, running PR against the Hales while it seems you want to land your clients in jail. Imagine saying delay the trial for 5 months is a win. That's a win? Really? I guess it proves that it's not just the early bird that gets the worms, it's also the lowest hanging fruit. Welcome to the hate track. Clean up on house deuce. Clean up on